All right, all praise to the Most High, man. Make sure y'all liking the video. Make sure you sub in the channel if you ain't already. We finna hit that good old 9,000. We finna hit 9K. So all praises. Yeah, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm up. It's 5 in the morning here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're no longer snowed in. I'm about just all the way melted. But definitely got some hot stuff to talk about, man. It's been a lot going on surrounding an emerging star coming out of South Central Los Angeles, particularly the 40s, Avenue 40s, Vernon Avenue, 4XTRAS. A lot of controversy surrounding that young man. He's getting a lot of stardom. He's quickly rising. Clout capital is rapidly growing. I don't know the brother or nothing, but I'm definitely close with his cousin, Spody Face. Shout out my brother Spody Face. As y'all can see by the title, though, we have the Hoovers and 60s calling out 4XTRAS for the fade. Now, the individuals that are involved, which would be Alshon Martin or High Sean Martin, and then YRS Boogs, these are guys I've known for years as well. So, of course, we're not promoting or propagating any gangbanging or anything like that. But we are going to commentate on these things. And I think, and I'm hoping for peaceful resolutions, even if, brothers gotta, get a fade. That's not a big deal. The culture that we come from on the West Coast, man, a fade is nothing. That is the motto, if you will. Fades is nothing. A fade is nothing. That's mandatory, even. And from a biblical perspective, big up my brothers in the chat too. Amawala, Rapala, Nakamaya, right? Even from a biblical perspective, a fade is nothing. Y'all got to understand that. A fade is really nothing, even in the Bible, unless, let's talk about that, right? Let me give y'all a quick biblical lesson, tell you what the Bible say about a fade. Because the Bible talk about fades. Fade, right? Let's go to Proverbs 18:6. Let's see which version I want to give y'all. Let's get the ESV version of Psalms 18:6. It reads, "A fool's lips." Matter of fact, let me show y'all on the screen. No, that's good. That's good because I already got my screen. Okay, boom. A fool's lips walk into a fight, and his mouth invites a beating. Right? So someone can get their ass whooped. Sometimes that's biblical. It's a way to get a biblical ass whoop. Never ever get that twisted, right? I got more for you. Let's go to the rules and regulations in the Torah, in the law of God. Show y'all something. Right? So we got all regulations on this. What verse I want to hit y'all with? How the NLT looking on this? Quarrel, dispute, contend, quarrel. Yeah, NET, I like that. So this is Exodus 21:18. In the NET, it says, if men fight and one strikes his neighbor with a stone or with his fist, and he does not die, but must remain in bed, right? So he's on bed rest. He's hospitalized, if you will, right? Going to the next verse. And then if he gets up and walks about outside on his staff, then the one who struck him is innocent. Meaning, if y'all catch a fade, as long as dude is cool, he ain't hospitalized, you're innocent. You ain't do nothing wrong. So the law of God is letting you know that a fade is nothing. Now, we're not supposed to be carnally minded, but we do understand where there are instances where a fade is necessary. Never get that twisted. That is biblical, right? Except he must pay for the injured person's loss of time and see to it that he is fully healed. So now, if I get up on you and do you wrong, or if you get up on me and do me wrong, and now I'm laid up, hospitalized, I'm missing days at work, etc., you now have to compensate me for the damages done to me. You know what I'm saying? If I lost, 500 at work this week because I was laid up, I got hospital bills, I need to get X, Y, and Z medication for my healing or whatever, you got to compensate that. So that's what the law of God says. So I say all that to say, ain't nothing wrong with a fade biblically. Ain't nothing wrong with a fade biblically, right? Rabbi, you crazy as hell. So we're gonna talk about a few things though, because a lot of this, we're gonna talk about this with Alshon. It's been so much surrounded around 4XTRAS. It's been like the niggas, like he's having like major gravitational pull right now, right? So we're gonna talk about all that, but we're gonna start here with my brother, homie, Alshon Morton. You know, real one, coming off that 92nd Street, you know, coming from a strong lineage, you know, Pops, you know, legend. On the Damu side, you know, Evil Al from that DLGB. And it's funny, of course, because the lanes are going to play a part in this whole thing as well, with Baby B Brazy. So we're going to get to all that. Again, we're not propagating negativity, but a fade, you know, ain't nothing wrong with a fade sometimes. I just showed you the biblical precedents for the necessity of a fade, and there not being anything inherently wrong with the concept of just catching a fade. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's get off into the homie Alshon and what he had to say.
Good peoples. Hey, look, this is all I want to say, man, because y'all think everybody think negative, you know, when a nigga call a nigga out for a fade.
Like he said, everybody think negative when a nigga call a nigga out for a fade. Everybody think negative. It don't necessarily got to be negative. We all watch professional fighting, whether it be MMA, boxing. Me, I like a good wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So we all like that, right?
Ain't nothing negative. It's like you supposed to be this bully. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be this bully. You ain't never lost a fade off the bat. This.
Now hold on. I do want to say this. In 4XTRAS defense, I don't know if I don't know if I heard him on record say he never lost a fade. Because we got to be real. We all win some and we all lose some. We got to keep that 100, right? You know, some will say there's always somebody bigger, badder, tougher. And that don't even necessarily got to be the case. Some days it just ain't your day. So you may lose a fade, or you may perform subpar in a specific situation. You may run a few rounds and you may not have the longevity to really do it. So you get weaker in the weaker rounds, and then, you know, the other, you know, contender may get the advantage. We know there's so many factors, right? So many factors, but I don't know if 4XTRAS is claiming to have never lost a fade. But here's the but to that. Like the Bible also teaches us, the power of life and death is in the tongue, right? So he is putting out a lot of energy. Of course, I don't think he is intimidated or he's worried about that. But when you put out that certain type of energy, this is what you're inviting back to you. You're inviting this type of stuff back to you. And not that he's not equipped or ready or has any issue with dealing with this. I'm talking about 4XTRAS. But it's just, you got to watch the type of stuff you put out there into the proverbial universe, right? You have to be conscious of it, because negativity could come back your way and it could turn out unfavorable for you. And that's not what you want. Either you want to lose an end of a physical altercation, you're involved in a violent situation that's elevated past just, you know, hands and fists or hands and feet. You could be in a situation where you're forced to defend yourself, and because of, you know, the limitations that are placed on us in the state of California, where you know, we're really inhibiting on our rights to defend and to protect ourselves once we're labeled as criminals, once we're put on gang injunctions, once we are put on probation and we're labeled felons, etc. So now here you are, you have to defend yourself, yet you landed yourself back in the system. You know, these things can happen. So these are things that we all have to be mindful of when we putting certain energy out into, again, the proverbial universe. Hey, bro, my wallet, and listen. His IG name used to be Fade 'em All. But like he said, if you never took an L, you must not have been doing that much squabbling. Because if you getting out there in that field on that blacktop in that county jail, whatever, you know, L is liable to come your way. It is.
It's off the back that. So I'm just like, shit, let's do it for the culture, bro. You know, I'm not even on no fuck dissing niggas hoods. I'm not on dissing niggas hoods and they homies and stuff. Listen, man, let's just catch a fade. Let's catch a fade, bro. That's all I want to do is catch a fade, man. I'm not trying to clout you. I want to catch a fade and go live.
Bro said he want to fade. He want to fade and go live.
Let's go live on no jumper and catch the fade. He got homies. His homies, my homies, they fight for free every day.
Tremendous point. That's a tremendous point. Our homies and his homies is catching fades every day in the county jail free of charge. Free of charge. They might as well turn a profit from it, right?
In jail. Let's try to get a bag. If we can't get a bag, let's just do it for the culture.
He said, if we can't get a bag, let's just do it for the culture. And you know, I think that something like that could be fire. Could be. I ain't saying for certain, but I think it could be fire as long as that animosity and nobody really bring the street politics in it. Keep it entertainment, but understand that, okay, these are two individuals from opposing sides, but they are getting together to come and have a sanctioned, structured type of combat for the people's entertainment, but also just for the sportsmanship of it. I think that potentially could be good. Like he said, it ain't nothing necessarily on no negativity, right? And it'll be a big ticket, you know, no jumper promotions. It'll be whack, you know, whack gonna get up in there. You feel me? So, I mean, I think it could be good. It could be good. Again, as long as niggas don't get too, you know what I'm saying? It could be good. So it looked like it's kind of developed a little bit. So let's take a look on bro's story.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Check cash.
Okay, so it looked like he interviews. He said, finally got loudmouth attention. Ooh, okay. It was a legendary music video right here. HIP Touche. Okay, so that looked like about it on that. Oh, he also got on his note. First General, one loudmouth ass. Nigga, whoa, okay. Well, Sean, and this picture is crazy. I ain't gonna care. I don't know if I'm really messing with that picture, man. That picture a little too much, right? But let's go check out my boy Bugs now, YRS Bugs. This is my bro too. I've been knowing Bugs since like nigga 07. You feel me? Up out of Far Rockaway, New York, about that RSC. You feel me? That 6-0. This is him and Jen Lee. I'm gonna talk about the Jen Lee thing in a second too, because I know people been asking me, and I reserve what I had to say, because I'm like, yeah, that's my boy's, you know, that's Bugs' boy. And he been, even like when I first seen him, I'm like, boom, I seen cut with Bugs. They went on I want to say they was on tour together last year or something like that. I don't know if Jen Lee was on the 5 tour or not, but I know that I think Bugs, Jen Lee, and a couple other people was on tour, right? But shout out to Bugs. If y'all seen, I did a live. ODM Slimmer interviewed me on his channel last year, and Bugs was up on there. Like I said, I've been knowing Bugs like forever. Like I said, since like 07. So he did this. I caught bro did this earlier. So let's take a look at this.
All right, so Jen Lee, my boy, you feel me? Texas's own, you feel me? From Dallas,
my boy.
Crip responds to 4XTRAS saying he will knock him out for saying the N-word. Let's see what Jen Lee, I'm pretty sure down to take the fade. We see what he gonna say.
Back to it. Hey, speaking of that, your boy trying to line up the fade.
I say Bugs.
YRS Bugs and New York 6-0 trying to line up the fade and all
Ain't this
that.
the white boy that said
They
nigga?
got to stand though.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Hey, yo, I see nigga keep talking about me, man. Listen, man. I'm not worried about 4XTRAS. I'm not worried about what's going on with cuz. Like I said, I got homies from the 40s to the 100s, nigga. Like any homie that's looking for me, they either got my number or they know somebody that could call me. And like I said, nigga, I said what I said. We don't take nothing back, nigga. This rolling 60s,
Fuck
nigga.
that bitch ass.
Cuz.
Go ahead.
All right, so
Well, y'all heard it. y'all heard it right there. Bro said it is what it is. Cause 4XTRAS said, you know, boom, the white boy saying nigga, he ain't like that. Boog said he's standing on it and he taking all back fade. If somebody want to run a fade with Jen Lee, he taking that back fade with bro. So we're seeing here that you know, it could be some fades lined up. In the midst of all this, I think 4XTRAS got a fade coming up with like an MMA nigga or something. But I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold up. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna tell y'all what we need to do. I'm gonna keep it real. That boxing shit weak to me. Cause if these niggas ain't boxers, then that boxing, it don't really work. But I'm gonna tell you, this is what niggas need to do.
I found my.
This is what Adam need to do. I'm telling y'all right now. You get one of these, put these niggas in these. If anything, give them the little Ken Shamrock gloves. Feel me? This is just a weigh-in. Hold on. Now, we ain't looking at that. Hold on. Let's look at the real event. Watch this. We're going to put niggas right in here. This one. Y'all see that? This right here. Put niggas in this type of ring right here. Put them with the little Ken Shamrock gloves and just let niggas go to work on some street fight with like a little bit of safety and structure. A little bit of safety and structure to it. But boxing, everybody not cut out to get in the boxing ring. Like the boxing ring is like a different type of thing, and it really doesn't reflect a squabble in the streets. It's not those two things, they're not the same. They don't compute. So to me, I say we start putting niggas in this little ring right here, having niggas squab, catch a head up, getting all the girls from the baddie show. Hip Hop Caviar, good morning, sis. How you feeling? Get all the girls from the baddie shows, tee their ass up. You feel me? Have them all just, you know, in here, man. That boxing ring, everybody ain't suited. Everybody ain't cut out for that boxing ring. Hold on, what's the next fade? Hold on. Yeah, this right here. This shit dope. Look at that. Boom. Just imagine that. Incredible diapers. No jumper. One of their cannabis sponsors. Sponsorship all over there. Niggas squaring off. Boom. Alshon, 4XTRAS. Feel me? Boom. Alshon come with the orange. You know what I'm saying? 4XTRAS come with the spotty blue. Oh, he went to bed. Damn. Oh, we killed Cub. Oh, hold on. And we look, I see it 144. Look at that. Praise the Lord. Look at that. Ah, okay. Oh, got him. Nigga, go to bed, nigga. Look, that's random. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. Hold on, one more time. I go to bed, nigga. Know what it is, nigga. Set, nigga. Oh, and he's a Haitian nigga too. Look at that Haitian nigga putting shit down. Put the Russian boy down. I know what's going on. Hold on. Nigga. Hold on. Nigga, yeah. Nigga, oh, West Side, nigga. Go to bed. Yeah, you see it. Shout out Haishan Martin. You feel me? You know? We just want to see it. Off the back. It's built on H-bar. What's H-bar, bro? Off the back. Off the back, he put cut to sleep. Pop, pop. Nigga, what grow feet? Pop, pop. Feel me? Whooped him out. Yeah, so I think they need to put everybody, in there and just have a phase, man. I think it'll be good. It'll be good. You make a little pay-per-view event. You even do something. You know, they got that little Dosh Network deal or what you call it, Zeus. Now that's TV partner with one of them. Okay. So that's what it's called. The H bar is the crypto. Okay, well I might go get some H bar. I like the name H bar. Right. So yeah, it could be fire. So shout out to my brother YRS Bugs. Shout out to the homie Sean Martin. Hi, Sean Martin. Shout out to 4X. Like I said, man, his cousin Spotty Face, that's my brother. So it's all love. And we ain't gotta make this. We know the 40s and 60s had their thing, and that's long gone though. And of course, us in the 40s, but we elevated, past that. So but now everybody in this entertainment thing, and that's my thing, and I definitely want to say this about 4XTRAS, man. Good old off the back 4XTRAS. What I want to say, 4XTRAS called Munchie be a liar. Oh, damn. So shout out Munchie B. This nigga's having so many damn interviews. I ain't gonna lie, man. What P4 said? P4 said this nigga done been on No Jumper 10 times, nigga. No Jumper 10 times in a month is crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. Cause I've been done, got up out of crypto. I still got one. In my portfolio. I still got Dodge Line Mars in my portfolio. But I just know with Trump talking like this, it might be time to boom, 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 get back up in there. It might be something. We're about to look at this. But here my thing also before extras is, and this is where the lines get blurred. When you get off in this entertainment thing, man, in this entertainment business and industry and how it exists kind of in the modern, like hyper urban context, and from the YouTubes to the IG to the TikTok, whatever. Some people, and I don't want to say this in a way that's disparaging or trying to discredit anything of 4XTRA's resume, but people who are watching, some people gotta understand that this potentially could be him. I mean, number one, his name's Extras, right? So he's gonna put the extras. We understand that. But, he could be exaggerating somewhat for the purpose of, having an explosive character online to becoming a polarizing and captivating figure in order to, get the energy and the attention he needs to, of course, catapult that into a successful, career as an influencer, and again, I don't say that as anything disparaging. I understand that like the whole world doesn't become wrestling. So I definitely get that a lot. And I think that people do that. And I think that there's some people kind of don't understand that concept. So then they start taking umbrage. Shout out to Big Homie, the G Homie, Damian Porter, China Man, 11 Deuce. Take umbrage to things and they get offended. Like, oh, nigga, he putting the extras on it. And it's like, hold on, bro. I understand what you're saying that you might feel, but bro, let bro run his bag up because he's giving an explosive, authentic view into South Central LA that people want to see and people are entertained by. And we have to understand where the line between entertainment and reality comes. Again, not saying that 4XTRAS ain't a loc or whatever. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that, when I'm watching him, I'm looking like, okay, this is kind of like he's turned it up a couple extra notches for the sake of entertainment. That's what I think, right? Not that he's a mark. He ain't went in jail, caught his face. He ain't doing stuff. But simply that, hey, if I really tee it up, this is gonna make, more eyeballs look at me, and I'm gonna be more entertaining that way. And maybe he's not doing that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was, and I wouldn't knock him if he was, because again, we got to look at like a Charleston White. He says things that people get offended by on purpose because it's going to bring him the attention. It's going to make people pay him for interviews, etc. Same thing with like an Andrew Tate. That's a formula that's tried, tested, and proven, and it's worked for a lot of people. So if you're using a similar formula by just turning up a couple notches of who you is, man, I mean, well, it's just like this whole thing with Wes Watson. Wes Watson was having a whole lot of stolen prison valor, right? You know, capping up, talking about he poked a nigga, he was in this riot, that riot. He was saying he was in facilities that he wasn't in. He was taking other people's stories and applying it to himself. But for the purpose of a character that's being created online, is he wrong? He just being a character. You feel me? All he's doing is playing a character. So if all he's doing is playing a character, is he wrong? You see, the problem is some of us are looking like, hold up. Nah, that ain't real. But the intentions may have never really been to be real. The intentions could have been to entertain a much broader audience than their locality. And I think that that's something that we gotta give credence to. Yeah, 4X is definitely officially No Jumper employee. Big up to No Jumper. Y'all see me soon. Y'all will see me soon coming back to No Jumper. So all praises. But again, you know, ain't no issues. Again, big up to 4X. I see him running his bag up, you know, and I salute a brother who's running his bag up doing positivity. You gotta salute that. At the end of the day, he's not on the block flipping a sack. He's not putting a pistol in the face, robbing anybody. So he's in a position right now to provide for his family in a legal way and entertain us while he's doing it. So, I mean, you know, I don't see an issue in what the brother's doing, but I can see again where there's possibly some blurred lines, and that's where some of this is coming from. I don't know, but I see that 15 hours ago he called Munchie B a liar, and I want to check this out. Big up to Munchie B, the mayor of Inglewood. Big up him. Matter of fact, let's go back to my. If you're not following Gorilla Hebrew on Instagram, man, just delete the app. Or better yet, shout out to Poetic Flacco too. Pop right up. Shout out to Flacco. But just follow me on IG for sure. You ain't following me, something wrong with you. And new debate course just dropped at Grla.tv, GRLA.tv. So definitely tap in. But this is the other day. I want to play this real quick.
My personal mentor, right, is a guy by the name of Gorilla Hebrew, who I just hold to a very high esteem.
That's my dude.
Right? As soon as he told me, yo.
Shout out to Brick, not the trick, don't see late.
She's not the cause.
Talking about my manager, Drea, man. Big up my manager, Drea the Virgo.
I dropped it 100%. Right? Why? Right? Because again, I can't go against anybody that Gorilla Hebrew is for. You feel me?
Okay, so Gorilla Hebrew, he a good ninja then.
You know, something like that, man. Again, big up Munchie B the mayor, big up Inglewood, California.
Okay.
A solid dude, man. You feel me?
He but he different.
Where?
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
In what state?
Wow, see, I didn't know that.
In Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Shout out.
He tapped in right here too, though.
So
nigga from, you know what I'm saying? Nigga from the border to border, lawed all the way in, nationwide.
So
him and Spody Face, they pushed the same black Hebrew. That's what they own. That
straight like that. Again, shout out my brother Spody Face, free Spody Face. He be home soon.
Hebrew. You know what I mean?
Okay. Shout out them. Shout out them. Free Spody Face.
Yeah, that ain't
a word.
They not even on that type time, and I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro. Hey, man, listen, bro. Please, yo. I can't wish for. Yeah, listen. I can't wish for Gorilla Hebrew to come so we can interview him, man. But listen, man, folks.
I'll be back soon enough. Soon enough. All pray. We do all the shout out to her right here. This is a post I made the other day. Again, make sure y'all follow me on IG. This right here, a lot of people know who this is. This a home girl. She was an original Nothing But Trouble before the Troubles turned into Trouble Gangsta Crib. 5-1 Trouble Gangsta Crib. She was original Nothing But Trouble over there at Lamarck Park. But she from 6-7 neighborhood, right? You see her. She said, "We love you. You the truth and the light, a real teacher. I gave my life back to God because of you." So we out here making a difference. And you know, the Bible tell me I gotta love my neighbors. So I love all my neighborhoods, man. Y'all see a Spody Face from the 40s, break out the 60s, bugs out the 60s, sits right here out of 6-7 neighborhood. You know, also she quiet as it's kept, man. That's Lo the Great Mama right there. Feel me? So, you know, we tapped in and we plugged in and we really spreading a positive message and doing good work for our people, man. You know, from LA and all over the place. I know I'm out here in Atlanta now, etc. So you know, all praise to the Most High. But let's go back. Let's go back here because this is quite interesting. Let's go back here. Let's take a look.
Off the Bizac.
We back.
We back. We locked all the way, Let's lock it in. Vernon Avenue is here, nigga.
Bro, we almost just lost the energy. You know, normally we come in with a lot of energy. We just spent the last 20, 30 minutes trying to get Uncle Bang to figure out how to use Zoom. It's like teaching a caveman how to read and write.
Bro, you up here telling him, I'm like, bro, this is serious. Cut this off. Cut this off. We up here. It's like we dealing with my nephew. Cut this.
It's like
cut this off.
It's like him using Zoom is like teaching like a person, you know, calculus. Like it was like the most difficult challenge of all time. Uncle Bang, I'm sorry, I like you, but you got to know how to use Zoom. I don't know how. That was mind blowing.
I'm just trying to figure out how you trying to do something and you don't even know how to use Zoom.
Even you're a Zoom head.
How do
you
no,
Zoom,
I know how to use it.
You Zoom?
No, but I know how to use it. But I'm just trying to figure out how you trying to do something and you don't even know how to use the simplest thing. How the f you not ready? If you're not ready for Zoom, you're not ready to get knocked out. Kick back.
Maybe that's his way of ducking the fade. Also,
use the simplest thing.
Man,
how do
you
no,
Zoom? That was mind blowing.
I'm just trying to figure out.
It was like the most difficult challenge of all time. Uncle Bang, I'm sorry, I like you, but you got to know how to use Zoom. I don't know how. That was just.
Oh, that's the other white dude that be saying nigga. I think he called out 4XTRAS as well. My fault. I had to run upstairs, wake them kids up. You know, it's finna be school time out here in ATL. GA, let's go.
That was mind blowing.
But I know how to use it. But I'm just trying to figure out how you trying to do something and you don't even know how to use the simplest thing. How the f you not? Like, what you Kendrick Lamar say? It's not enough. It's not enough.
Uncle Bang, we tried, but yo, I'm very, very excited. We back in here, and today,
all the way in.
Right now, is the moment that the Off the Back video is premiering on the channel, featuring 4XTRAS, Compton AV, and it's Remble.
What is who?
Remble.
Locked in off the back right now. Dropped it on No Jumpers platform. Only on No Jumpers platform. So you gotta lock in. All the haters, I know if you want to watch it, you gotta go to the platform. You gotta go there and click it. You click it anyway. Go click the mother.
And I didn't know that Remble was going to be on it. I thought some guy named Rambo was going to be on it because you told me over and over and over, like, yeah, we waiting on Rambo's. I'm thinking there's got to be a guy from Bodie's named Rambo.
Oh, man. Shout out Rambo from 60 though.
No, see, look, I was kept getting the homie name back and forth, mixed up the homie like. And the cold part about it, now y'all about to see how Adams walked down Vermont all through the set.
That way,
off the back, Vernon Avenue.
But okay, can I just? There's a few like little technical things about you that I'm curious about.
Lock it in.
Because okay, the other day we were having a whole conversation, and you kept saying shout out, but you would say shoot out. And I would have thought I was crazy, but Lupe was correcting you. You have like little things where you say one word instead of the other, and it feels like no matter what, you can't nix it out of your brain. Very fascinating.
Hey, that's crazy.
That's one little layer of what makes you so fascinating.
Hey, when I used to do that.
I love it though. I'm not trying to make fun of you at all. It's very endearing.
I had a cold part about all I used to do that. The homie be like, I'm like, man, I'm sad like this.
He seemed like that type of individual that, man, hey, look, man, it's whatever I say it is. Yeah, Cabradine.
It's your own style.
It's my style.
You're bringing your own thing to the table.
Lock it all the way in.
Yeah. So, all right, you know what I feel like I've noticed over the past couple of weeks is that, like, the level of, I warned you that people were going to try to like put negative narratives about me and try to tell you that I was no good and that I was all this, but instead it feels like all these jail dudes.
But it's
like the level of, I warned you that people were going to try to like put negative narratives about me and try to tell you that I was no good and that I was all this, but instead it feels like all these jail dudes.
We're going to get to jail. We're going to get to Baby B. Brazy. J Hood up out the Stevenson Villages. We're going to get to it 1 second.
Everybody's trying to come out here trying to discredit you. It ain't working.
Look, no. It's a lot of, look, off the motherfucking back, lock it in. We right here, right now, dead homies. The cold part about it, it's a lot of motherfucking bums and haters out here. You got a lot of motherfucking haters out here. So when you run into a lot of motherfucking haters out here, this is what it is. And when you don't respond to these bums, they get, what's the name? But keep talking. I love the bums. You run my views up. But it's a lot of bums. You know, one thing about a hater and a buster, they always lie and they try to get views off you. But that's good because more views you give us. More views you give us, busters. But it's a couple of things we gonna respond to in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
We gonna lock it in.
Definitely.
Because I'm gonna expose your buster ass.
No, for sure. But how is life and does it stress you out at all having this?
It looks like, because we know that Adam officially signed 4XTRAS. 4XTRAS is an official employee of No Jumper, which is, a big deal for the brother, and for anybody. But it looks to me like the unique deal is, it's kind of like, because I'm like, what does it all mean? Because this is a whole new interview, right? So we see he had on the all black. Now he got on that Dodgers jacket, right? But before that, I think he got one before that. Yeah, he got the blue jacket on, the blue Dodgers jacket, the light blue one. So it looks like to me what's going on is the deal is with 4XTRAS is it's kind of like Whack, where you bring them on once a week, but whereas the Adam and Whack show, we get the totality of the clip, the totality of the episode drops on that Sunday. And then the clips drop, how they drop like on the Clips channel, like all the other content. It seems as if the deal is bring 4XTRAS on once a week, do an interview with them, bust it down in the clips, and then after the clips are done, doing their thing, then boom, drop the whole episode. So it looks like that may be the deal that Adam has. And of course, maybe 4XTRAS will be utilized in other capacities, but it looks like just boom, he gonna bring them on for a weekly interview and just drop that in parts. Which is probably really smart, and for certain people, it's best that Adam is there just interviewing them to steer the conversation properly. Adam or, a Flacco, those are the individuals that really could ensure that the conversation is steered properly.
This additional level of scrutiny on you.
Man, no, I wake up every day, run it up, run through foreigns, put Jerry, shop, and run through bitches. That's what I do. You get what I'm saying? Why would I, what's the name? Why would I look at a buster and a hater? Hell no.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's really hard with the glove on it. I ain't gonna lie. I know that, you know what I'm saying? But that glove, that glove logo, I ain't gonna cap on it. All bias aside, it's hard. It's hard. I always liked the Brewers, for real, when I was like a kid. And just like, innocent kid baseball fan before I just got all the way out there. I always liked the Brewers, but I didn't like that M. I always liked that glove hat. I just got to be real. I got to tell the truth. Y'all can see me in the baby pictures with the S dome on though. The little pictures, well, I'm a little toddler and so I got the S dome on. You know what I mean? But y'all got to remember from Washington. My mom, she had the teal and blue on with the S dome on. You feel me? Back in that time. But when I had got a little older, I had taken a liking to the Brewers in that glove hat, but you know what I'm saying? But that was, I couldn't even tell you. When was I? Probably right when I was right before I moved to California into when I moved. And then, it's been Astros ever since though. But see, back then I wasn't even knowing, I wasn't even understanding these niggas were this, these niggas were that. You know, I just knew that we liked the Astros. So the Astros, when I really started making the Astros my team, probably like 01. Yeah, 01. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, boom, let's go.
Running up my pockets. Keep running them up, Buster. They had homies. I'm gonna run through these forums, run through these bitches. I told you one time when we locked it in, lock it all the way in, it's no jumpers. Hey, click in, ho, when you watch this. I know you're watching.
All the way.
All the way.
All the way. But, I mean, yeah, it has been a pretty crazy couple of weeks, and it feels like the level of hype surrounding you has not really worn off. Like, people are really, like, in this. They love it. They love the daily clips.
Hey, look, and that's what you got to hit them with. See, they don't see me get on here back to back to back to back to back. Because when I get on here, I speak the real and the truth. And the whole around the world and all the real ones around the world, they understand what's the truth. And they understand a real one. You get what I'm saying? When you make all the little bunk ass, if you respond to small busters and small people, you become one of them. That's what you don't do. But see, it's the point. It's like this on here too.
Hold on. Now, I have to object to that. I absolutely have to object to that. And here's why. So let's listen to what he said again one more time.
When you make all the little bunk ass, if you respond to small busters and small people, you become one of them.
Okay. He said if you respond to small busters and small people, you become one of them. Now, to one degree or another, I can see what he's saying there. I understand that to a point. Right? Some people are definitely not worth the time of day. But there's a but to that. When you are, pushing that persona out, that this is 40 Crippin', this is Crippin', and this is LA, this is South Central, nigga, we go to the county jail, nigga, we take phase, nigga, we back to back to back, 10 phase, nigga, we run in the dorm. When that's your whole persona, that's your whole image, that's what's getting you on. And you have somebody that's authentically currently incarcerated in the penitentiary that's talking about giving you a fade. You can't look at them like they're just some little YouTube channel that's trying to get clout, because the challenge is about the reputation in which that you're building your persona and your career off of. And when you come from the streets and you come from the gangs and things like that, there's certain protocol that it X everything out. There are certain rules and regulations that it X everything out. And the importance of that kind of eclipses this whole, oh, that's little and I'm popping, I'm on off the back. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely got to push back on that concept right there, because whatever Baby Brave said, regardless of if you're looking at him as little, and if that's, again, who he's referring to, which that's what I'm kind of getting, nah, you can't do that. And Baby Braves is taking off. We're going to look at Baby Braves' channel in a second. He's taking smooth off right now.
That's what you don't do. But see, it's the point. It's like this on here too. And I'm going to say this too. So one thing about on here, see, I just watched your interview too the other day too.
Which one?
I just watched your interview the other day with Brick and Munchie.
Right.
I just watched your interview the other day. You get what I'm saying? I just watched the interview. First off, let me get on here real quick. Yeah, you're gonna take up for your homie. That's your homie. You a Damu. He from your hood. That's your homie. You gonna do that. Just like I'm gonna take up for my homies from the set, from the court. He gonna do that. He supposed to do that. That's his homie. You get what I'm saying? But don't sit up there and lie. You get what I'm saying? When you take up for him. You get what I'm saying? Because, nigga, we gangbangers. And see, one thing about this, when I leave here, I go to the set. I don't know about other niggas. A lot of niggas can't go to their set. I go to the set when I leave here. You get what I'm saying? The cold part about this part is like, first you say, oh, it wasn't a Crip Ali, it was a Damu module. You right, it was a Damu module. And when I came in here, I made it Crip Ali. 24 side is Crip Ali. Still is. You got to think about this. You right, it was some Crips there when I got there. Some couple. You get what I'm saying? I put over 40-something Crips there. You telling me, and it was 19 neighborhoods in there. 19 neighborhoods. You telling me over 40-something Crips on the same tier in a blood module, you still saying that ain't Crip Alley, and that's a blood module? You're crazy, nigga. You must be delusional or crazy. They give us over 40-something Crips on the tier, and they calling that Crip Alley, and you talking about, nigga, that's a Damu module, just alone still? Nigga, in a neighborhood module, it's not about to be no 45 Damu or 40-something Damus on one tier in our module. That's out. It's gonna be some in here because it's gang banging and they land, they come, and then they get put with their homies. But them many on one tier, nigga, that's Crip Alley. And if you delusional, then you delusional.
So you got out of jail and it's still Crip Alley? Or you think it may have turned into a different alley?
I talk to my homies over there every day.
Okay.
This is the point right here. Nigga, don't get up here and make up stories. You get what I'm saying? On the dead homies. You get what I'm saying? One thing I don't do, nigga, is get on here and say nothing fiction or fact. I don't get on here lying, nigga. Dead homies, I'm a full-fledged gangbanger. Just cause niggas see, these niggas let these broadcasters go to their head. Don't let this go to your head, cause it might get you hurt. Because I'm a gang member, nigga, and I'm still in the streets. I don't know about you, but I'm still in the streets and I'm still in the hood.
Was it interesting to you that Brick and Munchie were able to sit down together and that they apparently have they got a cool relationship?
Well, that's them. You get what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not sitting down.
I asked if you could sit down with them. You said,
I said, hell no.
I ain't no friendly ass.
I'm from Westside 40s, bro. Dead homies. The 40s not getting up here, bro. You get what I'm saying? However you want to do it, but I'm not about to get up here, bro, and do the friendly shit, bro, with my enemy back and forth over a table. We understand it, but when we in jail, we got it's a respect line. You get your squabbles, you do what you do, it's a respect line. We on these streets out here, nigga, when you in the hood, nigga, all this jumping over tables and, nigga, you want to do things, that's not me. I'm not jumping on no internet to do a broadcast with my enemy to get views. I'm not doing that.
There's no enemy that could turn into somebody that you were cool with at some point. Maybe if you have something in common.
Bro, in prison and in jail, we all talk to each other in there, bro. It's a respect thing in there, especially when we all black in here. When it come down, definitely in prison. You get what I'm saying? We got respect levels. They know who you is, you know who they is. You get what I'm saying? But when you come out here, bro, and you sit across these tables and you just run off stuff, you get what I'm saying, bro? On the dead homies. I don't do that.
But this is just showcasing the unfortunate level of ignorance that's there. So you mean to tell me that you can be cordial and cool and respect individuals while incarcerated, but there's something about when the doors get cracked that make it immediately F that nigga? That what you telling me? Why? Now, if you always push the line of you ain't peace treating, you ain't cool, you ain't respecting no enemies, period, then it makes sense because it's consistent. But see, a lot of people, they go to the penitentiary and they start to see things for what they are, which is BS. You start to see, well, wait a minute, I just got locked up busting on them. I got locked up for busting on them. Now I got to be best friends with them in this jungle, right? That should show you, that should teach you a certain lesson to say, man, maybe I need to kind of reevaluate this. And that's something that, WAC 100 has spoke on. And certain other people, he's close with his cousin is Spody Face, and it's a brother Central brother who I've collaborated with. We got content, and to hell with just content. I go to LA, me and Spody Face just be kicking it. You feel me? On some real brotherhood stuff, on something. We understand we have something bigger, a calling from the Most High God to bring our people, the Israelites, back together and spread a positive message and influence. Now, again, 4XTRAS not there yet. I understand that, and I'm hopeful that through being around the positive influence of Spody Face, he will get there, right? But I think what he just spewed right now was some real senseless, illogical ignorance, right? He said he even heard Milk say that. It's not sensible. And that's the thing with Milk. See, when we all take a look at Milk, if you've really been following him from the beginning of his YouTube career, because his YouTube career really starts on Big Herc's channel, Fresh Out. That's like the genesis of his whole career on YouTube. And he was speaking about that logical awakening that he had there. And you got to remember, yeah, he's from the set. That's a white boy, though. But even he's like, okay, boom, when we going to jail, we all running black. And we all got to be cool with each other, especially in the penitentiary. Why are we focusing on destroying ourselves at all at that point? That should be the logical awakening. Somebody said, well, I think of Milk. You know, I'm going to say it like this, man. You know, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? He's from the turf. So, yeah, he's white or whatever, but, you know, that's the homie. So as far as on this internet and stuff, I don't go against no homies, point blank, period. So big up to Milk and what he do. And I've, you know, tapped in and spoke with him before, you know, so, you know, shout out, bro. You know, shout out to all the homies, man, doing their thing in a positive way and putting on for the turf in a way that's positive, man. I respect all the homies that do that regardless of ethnic background, man, because at the end of the day, he really thugged in the trenches, man, with the homie. A lot of people try to discredit him, try to, treat him like he not who he is, but, you know, he really from off of 79th and Fig, whether people like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Before he was on 79th and Fig, he was over there on 53rd and Dinker. You know what I'm saying? So that's a homie at the end of the day. And, you know, I got love for all the homies, point blank, so I ain't gonna get online and, you know, down no homies. That's me.
I don't do that because at the end of the day, your hood is looking at you. You represent your area up over here. Because remember, you might not be at war, but your hood is still at war. That's why I said, if you want to do that, that's on you. But on 4-0, I'm not doing that. That's what I'm not doing on Vernon Avenue Crip. I'm not doing that.
I feel like I can imagine a 45-year-old or a 50-year-old version of 4XTRAS, though, who would be maybe a little bit more open-minded about it.
Pay attention.
Okay, hold on. So it looks like he's calling Munchie B a liar about the module. Now, I've heard different things about it. I don't have enough information, though. I don't have enough information, right? But I do want to deal with, because it's been so much. We got the thing with the Baby Stone Gorillas. Now, here's my thing, though. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, let me see, Popcorn 4. So I want to talk about that too, because, you know, my bro Sporty Face, he the one that said they had seen the BSGs. And I think they got that confused with the TP3 movement, of course, which is like a Christian movement that's based out of the same community, the Jungles area, but they're not gang affiliated. So they saying that they seen the Baby Stone Gorillas. Now, the Baby Stone Gorillas consist of a few members. I'm a big fan of their music. You know, the homies come out to BPS, Jays, them, and of course they homie Slumlord Trill as well. Shout out to Slumlord Trill. But I'm just saying, like, you couldn't have seen the Baby Stone Gorillas, right? And I'm gonna explain why. It's that active shooter shirt. I'm finna give me one of them active shooter shirts too. Shit's just horrible. But I'm just saying, like, because, you know, the allegation is, okay, boom, he ran into them niggas at the Crenshaw Mall, and niggas said they didn't gangbang. I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to show y'all full face. Popcorn 4, P4 face. Hold on. He got 5 times on his face, number one. So you would have knew off top, seeing him with that 5 time on his face, what time that was. Benny B on his forehead. That's a giveaway. Right? NRK on his neck. Hold on. He got the STL on his face. Like on the side, right? Or on his neck. Hold on. Where that STL at? You see there on his neck, that's the 4 whack. It's a 5, but it's the whack 4. Right? You know, when you're doing the hash marks and you get to 5, you do 4 lines and then do the diagonal, right? Okay, cool. So there's no way you're missing that, right? BPSN on his head. So then, hold up. Where's top 5 at? Top 5 got that on his face also. The 4 whack. Go to the BSG. Hold up. See, look, top 5, you see he got the STL right on his face. Right, and the other face is when he got that 5. Look, 5 much. He got the 5 times on his face. Look, 5 times, look, STL on his neck. They missed that? I'm just saying, you would have knew if you would have seen the Baby Stone Gorillas. It's clear as day. Look at that. Come on, fool. Hold on, where that other side of the top 5 face though? Now, you know, E Killer, he don't got him, but again, everybody else pretty much has a very visible face tat that indicates their affiliation as being from BPS. Right, so what I think happened is some mistaken identity occurred. I highly doubt that they ran into these individuals. They got that stuff on their face. They can't even deny who they is, where they from. It's undeniable. It is totally undeniable. Right, but that was a whole little arc on YouTube. That was a whole little YouTube arc. Just everybody talking about that, right? And that was this, and then you know this. I don't want to get off into this too much because this is definitely turning into something definitely negative for sure. This situation, right? Okay. But who's? Now this is Baby B Brazy. So many of y'all have probably heard of B Brazy. B Brazy is like one of the most famous blood artists from back in the day, from that DLGB. This is Baby B Brazy, right? So he told a story about catching a fade with 4XTRAS. Now, the question is, everybody wants to know is 4XTRAS going to respond to this? And it seems like he's not, based on the fact he's calling people little and he don't got to respond, etc. Right? So let's take a look at this a little bit.
Man, hey, man, we back at it again, man, on the who's, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, first of all, man, like to subscribe, whatever, man, all the good shit, man. Hey, man, I already told the motherfucker just like this. Hey, we ain't getting on this motherfucker woofing or talking crazy about motherfuckers, man. I said that respectfully. I got niggas in my DM hitting a nigga up, talking shit to me, talking about a nigga knocked me out and did this. All the nigga heard was I got it on 4XTRAS. And a nigga just, everybody talking about nigga, I done got my ass beat, nigga, and all type of shit. I got a white people, I got a female in there, a white female talking about a nigga knocked me out. Don't know what the fuck she talking about. But anyways, for the record, it was all Crips in that day room with me when I got on 4XTRAS. He came to my building. This is the only thing that happened. Came to a nigga building talking. He got a fucking mouth on him. Nigga, dead homies, nigga. He just talking, nigga, on the set. He come in there, I banged on him. Hey, you my.
Now, is that consistent with is that consistent with what we know about him? Yeah, he talks. You know, he has a lot to say, loud and boisterous. You know, which isn't a negative thing. It attracted the attention of this man who they wouldn't even have no mandatory fade necessarily because Denver lanes and other neighborhoods are not in conflict.
Shit, who is you? Where you from? Nigga, he like, I'm 4X, 40 Crip. I'm like, I'm Baby Be Brazy from Devil Lanes. He like, 40 Crip though. I just told him, hey, we gotta get down. Dead homies. You doing too much of my shit. We gotta get down. Nigga on the hood. Walked him to the day room, nigga. And I'm just pausing right there. 4XTRAS know what happened in the day room. Police came, everything I love. For me and him to stop fighting, this nigga walked to the door. While the police coming to the door, his whole shit was bleeding. The police knocking on the door. Hey, what y'all in there doing? He walked to the door with his whole shit bleeding, leaking, I swear to God, with his shirt off, nigga, and told the police nothing, we good. Come on, man, duh, nigga. Police like, oh, man, you gotta go on the hood. If the police wouldn't have got him, one of us would have died in that day room because all he do is talk, nigga. Even while we fight, nigga, after every round, nigga, he talking about, oh, I like you, nigga, all this shit, you know what I'm saying, nigga, so we kept hitting dead homies, nigga, but every time I catch him, nigga, on the hood, nigga, he know, like, nigga, dead homies, nigga, that's why he'll never talk about that. He talk about he didn't beat everybody up in the county and this, that, everything I love. Ask him what happened with Baby Brays from Devil Lanes, and he ain't called me off for no phase, like he talking about, he telling people, oh, you gotta run phase on the dead homies, nigga. Tell you, I called him out for the fade, nigga. I got up on him. I busted him up, nigga. Dead homies, nigga. And nigga lying, nigga. Talking about, nigga, the little homies, nigga. Got niggas tapping in on me. Talking about the little homies, nigga, at the mall. Talking about them gangbang, nigga. Them niggas got shit all on their shit in arcades, blowouts and shit, nigga. Who the fuck gonna say that they don't bang to a fucking another grown man? Like, nigga, who the fuck is a nigga on the dead homies, nigga? These niggas on these podcasts really be having the streets fooled like a motherfucker. I know a nigga that's on that podcast that's on, nigga, shit like all this shit, nigga, on everything I love, and sat there and watch this homie catch 4-5 fades, nigga, dead homie in his face, nigga, and this homie was screaming on everything I love. I know niggas that's actors, nigga. Niggas should really start. Niggas do get paid for this shit. I'm tripping. Dead homies, nigga, because niggas be acting, nigga, on the hood. But for 4XTRAS to go in this motherfucker and say,
yeah, I'm gonna play cover
Stevens in a second. That's the only reason, nigga, own you, fool. Dead homies, nigga. Nigga, you got the little homies tapping in, like, come on, you see this, man? Come on, man. Niggas been telling me, like, hey, why 4XTRAS, nigga, never talk about when you got up on blood? I'm like, shit, I don't know, nigga. I'm gonna respect it, nigga. Leave it alone on the hood. But I can't respect that shit, nigga, on the dead homies, nigga. So niggas like, man, nigga, now niggas in my DM talking about, oh, this, that, on everything I love, nigga know what happened, nigga, on the set, nigga. But me and 4XTRAS got out, nigga, all nigga gotta do is ask him, shit, nigga. It ain't nothing. We on this motherfucker popping. It's the who's, dead homies, nigga. So nigga, ask him. Just like I said, nigga, on everything I love, nigga. When just like C-Mac, the niggas that they praising and talk, he's snatching rags from kids and all that, telling kids they can't gangbang, put your blue rag on this side and all that. C-Mac is a bitch, nigga. Any nigga getting taught by that nigga is a fucking bitch. Exactly. Any nigga hang with C-Mac, nigga, I can't respect it, nigga. C-Mac came in the dorm, nigga, on blood gang, nigga, wasn't trying to fight nobody. C-Mac came here and got ran in the dirt, nigga. Every time a nigga flinch at C-Mac fall on the floor. I swear to God on everything I love. I seen a nigga that's a baby, small as fuck, sock C-Mac, nigga, I swear to God, he started screaming. I walked away. I said, blood retarded. And I said, any of you niggas fighting that nigga, you niggas going to hell.
You niggas going there. Hey, you niggas going to hell is crazy. Okay, so boom, he told this story. Now watch. It's a young man by the name of Jay Hood up out the Stevenson Village, Corson, Crips. And he did the video and he essentially corroborated the story. So, you know, scripture say in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So, you know, we have another perspective here.
Do you want to see how much money?
Bro, right here on my nerves. All right, let's go.
It's tuned in to my nigga, my brother, Braves, Lanes, Baby Braves, Devil Ain't Bloods, Page. You feel me? That's my gangster. And I feel like, shit, I gotta verify, put my stamp of approval on something. You feel me? And I gotta give some type of positive message and some type of awareness to these type of situations. So first things first, this is Figaro Facts by yours truly, J Hood. Like, comment, subscribe. We accept all donations, and the Cash App is in the memo. So first things first, 4XTRAS versus B Braves. I was right there, 22-24, right there. 4XTRAS come in there. He was across the hall, 21-23. Him and Tiny Fly. Him, Tiny Fly, F Dome. I think Midget Chipper was in there too. The gangsters, Lokes, neighborhood, Lokes, gang. 4XTRAS had came over there because this nigga Shady from Harlem, nigga, big Shady boy from Harlem, was letting all type of shit happen to the neighborhoods, cuz. That's my boy too, but I'm gonna be honest, cuz. Infant Yak from Harlem, nigga, cuz that stayed in the module, niggas was staying just because shit was happening in the Crips in that module, cuz. Dead homies, and you know me, I'm not gonna speak up for the next entity, cuz, because these niggas ain't speaking up for my homies. Dead homies, I'm from Stevenson Village, we beef for these coasts. So, nigga, my homies was getting it on V's. So I was giving it to niggas. So my young.
So what he's referring to apparently is the situation that was going on in that module was you had, and this is something too, Capital. I want to say this because I was watching a conversation that happened on Community, where academics was trying to say like the West Coast ain't really had no wave or wasn't no popping West Coast artists, and you know they was going to Kendrick. And I just want to say this for the record: 4 out of the top 10 streaming projects of 2024 was West Coast. You had Kendrick, you had Yeet. Niggas forget about Yeet. You had Ty Dolla $ign because you had an album with Ty Dolla $ign and Ye, right? And who was the fourth? It was 4. Hold on, top 10. Watch it. Top 10 stream hip hop projects of 2024, right? We have Vultures, 1, Gen X, Rap TV. That's what I looked at. Okay. Yeet, right? Yeet. Oh, and then Tyler Creator. Yep. Tyler Creator, Yeet, Kendrick, and Ty Dolla $ign. Oh, so that's 4 out of the top 10. So to say the West ain't did their thing, you know. But I mean, I like academics. Don't get it twisted. But he like has a super West Coast bias. But I'll even make this argument though. Music ain't nowhere near what it used to be or as important as it once was anyway. What's dictating the culture is the podcasters, and the number one podcast really cultivating the culture is No Jumper, which is West Coast Center. So I would say that the West Coast is already, just like the West Coast jumped ahead in the gangster rap and defined and carved out the culture that way, the West Coast has already jumped into the streaming and the podcasting lane and is carving it out that way. So we already just ahead of the game. That's all, because this music shit only matter but so much nowadays.
Young niggas was getting it, but me, you ain't gonna hear too many stories about me on the losing end. I never lost no fight in that county jail. Dead homies, and I jumped up and I stabbed niggas. Tiny gangster. You feel me? That's when I was kind of evil. I'm not that dude no more. I'm not that person no more.
Well, that's beautiful. This brother speaking on his transformation too, because that's what's important. Some of these guys want to stay stuck in a negative and shrouded in an evil place and wonder why negativity is following them. You got to overcome that. You got to transcend that. We all come from somewhere. We all come from something. We all used to do things. We all used to hate our brother. We have to eclipse that. We have to grow past that. We have to transcend that. We're going to always push that line. So shout out to this brother for pushing that line. But he's keeping it all 100, what they say, figure of facts on what occurred up in that county jail on the incident with Baby B Brazy and 4XTRAS.
You feel me? I found God. I found Allah. I found God. But back to the figure of facts. So my 4XTRAS coming there. He coming there. 40 crib. 4XTRAS got a name. So niggas walk upstairs like, hey, this nigga 4XTRAS 40s came. At the time, my celly Tiny Mike from Hoover. That's like my little cousin. So I'm like, oh, cuz. Dead homie, I know he on bunk. I pop on my cell. Dead homie, make sure he don't come on my tier. Make sure he don't come try to fight my little cousin. Because I'm not going for it on B's. Tight gangster, but when I come in there, I'm walking down the stairs. I see Brazy and him having words. Brazy is like, where you from? 40. Like, where you from? First like, nigga, I'm 40 crib. Like this, like throw the 40 cup face. Brazy's like, what? On 412 too. On Bloods, nigga, I got funerals for this shit. On Bloods, nigga, we gotta get him. I start laughing. I'm like, oh. Because Brazy, I don't give a fuck how skinny he is. Because he's a knockout artist. He a demon. I swear, I know for a fact. I've seen some demonic shit happen with Brazy before. I ain't gonna talk about it because we're on the dead homies, cuz demon. But I love him. Girl, be mad at me for saying that, but you know what I seen, Brazy. He crazy. Be doing 50. Crazy. Crazy. All right, boom. So he pushed to the day room. At this time, nigga, we had a 3-in-1 policy because it was a blood module. The majority was bloods, and we had just got to that module. The blood was pressing on the issue. Like, everybody can't come outside their cell. So it was 3 Damus and 1 Crip coming out. And the Crip, we ended up shutting that shit down later on. Crip, in 2 and 2. Nigga, let's be fair. Then after a while, no Damu was coming out in that module. When Brazy left.
that wouldn't happen on Baby B Brazy watch. He gonna do it for the Damu, but he said after Brazy left, Damu wouldn't even get on and say, whoa.
Feel me? That would happen, but that's something else. Oh, V, don't even sidetrack. So, but the police like, hey, Ross, what is you doing? I'm like, oh, cuz. Man, come on, come going to the day room. They like, man, no, man, take it back to your cell. How the fuck you get out your cell? They don't know. In county jail, we stay popping gates. So don't ever think you safe. You are never safe. Nigga, because the nigga will pop that gate. Oh, the police don't be there when the gates close. All you got to do is get a little book. And just, you're going to knock the gate right off track. And then now, put that motherfucker back and forth all night. You hit the tier at 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga, jump out on you with that billy and stab you up right then and there. And it happens. Dead homies. Stab you. On site. Have your knife on you at all times in the LA County Jail. It's serious. Boom. But so I'm like, man, I'm already hearing I'm hearing the squabbling. I'm like, damn, but I'm trying to get some out the vending machine. So boom. Cuz I go inside the day room. We brush the police off. Boom. Police don't even bother. They just want to say something to me, cuz. So I go in there. When I go in there, this nigga 4XTRAS, every time he coming up, he like this. He grab like he's trying to grab Brazy.
Now, again, what they trying to say about 4XTRAS is he's a professional grabber. They be saying that. Now, I ain't got no problem with that. Because I grab in a fade too, for sure. I ain't got no problem with it, but it's definitely frowned upon in jail. You know, I had a fade in in Dago County. And, you know, the niggas homies I was fading was like, man, stop grabbing, see over the shoulder, stop grabbing. I'm still pieced him up, boom, boom, did my thing. Nigga asked about me, now I'm playing, but you know, we ain't turning nothing down like that. But yeah, so you feel me? When you got certain, now I don't know, because I only seen really 4XTRAS online, so I don't really know how to gauge, you know, like really what his, you know, his size is and stuff like that. But I know me, I got a bit of a size advantage on the average person, so I definitely like to grab to kind of, you know, take away their offense and then make my offense easier, right? So definitely, but that's been word around town now. He like grabbing. Okay, again, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but again, it's frowned upon in the county jail.
Grab him with one arm and throw a punch with his other one. But every time he grab Braze has a YA squabble, which means he gonna throw a million punches, a million jabs, and he hitting hard with a little skinny hat, grown man strength. So he comes straight on the pipe. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Right, on cut. Actually go down to that one knee, boom. So go down to that one knee. We run over there, me and dudes extras. Hold on, watch out, cuz. Watch out. Braze, he was smoking chew at the time. Braze like, yeah. Hold on, cuz, let me get some water. He go over there and buy a Gatorade. 4X like, 40 crib, I like you, cuz. West side 40s, cuz. Yeah. 40 crib. Nigga, why I'm squabbling you, cuz? You from lanes, nigga. Nigga, fuck with the lanes, nigga. I came over here to look for the Hoovers, nigga. 40 crib. Braze like, yeah, all that, nigga, but devil ain't blood. See, I like you too, but nigga, you got too many extras, nigga, in my shit, nigga. Blood, we gotta catch you. We finna go a couple more rounds. Extras like 40 crib, that's easy on 40s. The police walk up, Medina walk to the door, saying something to me. Like, Ross, man, who told you can come inside the day room? When he do that, police see extra shit bleeding and he breathing hard. Right? Police like, hey, is everything straight? 4XTRAS come to the door like, we good, we spotty, cuz. It's good, we good. We good.
See, now the thing about it is, now we have bro right here, Jay Hood from Stevenson Village, and what his testimony is, it is affirming B Brazy's story, baby B Brazy's story, but also what it is affirming is the authenticity of the consistency of the behavior, the character, and you know the mannerisms of 4XTRAS. What we're seeing on the TV, this clearly is who he was prior to, and that's the authentic nature of himself. He's not putting on a caricature of anything like that. So you know, let's keep that in mind as well.
Ain't like you good. Man, hold on, wait a minute, man. You're not even in this building, man. Take it back across the hall, man. What the fuck, man? You fronting me off. The police hate being fronted off. So right then and there, Medina knew what was going on. The police don't really want to do no paperwork. He opened up the door and 4XTRAS walk outside the door. And they're like, Ray's like, come on, where you going? Hold on, nigga. Why the fuck you? Come on, Bloods, nigga. I wanted one more round. And the whole day room quiet because that is not how niggas expected to fight. Especially it was the blue team in there. So this nigga Brady's like, you feel me? Got up on the leader of the Crips. I'm like, no, you got up on the leader of the neighborhood of the Crips, nigga. You can't do nothing with me, nigga. You know, but no, that's my brother though. But you know, he get the popping his shit. So, nigga, Figueroa, facts. Brady's got in that ass. On nails.
Well, he said, now the thing about all this is, you know, let's say this is true, which I heard two different people give a very similar testimony as to how that went. And, you know, 4XTRAS hasn't, to my knowledge, hasn't yet spoke to dispute it. So I can't, but let's say Baby Brazy got the best of 4XTRAS. So what? That's not really a big deal. I mean, for the sake of the history and the stories, and that's cool, but that's not a knock to 4XTRAS. Nobody said he turned it down. He marked it out. He tucked tail. He went PC. There's nothing like that going on. So at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, he got out there. He did his shit. He ain't turned nothing down. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But with all that being said, I want to go here. Shout out to my brothers at the Viral Way. They got some fire episodes that I would definitely want to react to. Of course, it's this one, White Dallas rapper Jen Lee. And that's what the whole thing with YRS Bugs and 4XTRAS is about. This thing with Jen Lee. But there's another one I really want to react to because I think it speaks to the overall topic of what we just was talking about, which is is gangbanging destroying the Black community? Now that's the one. Yeah, bro is crazy. He is crazy. But so I'm gonna go. Let's do this one first, because again, the Jen Lee thing. This all this ties in. All of this definitely ties in. So let's take a look at this thing with Jen Lee real quick. And I'm gonna, because people have been asking me to weigh in on Jen Lee, and I haven't. But I'm going to. Make sure y'all follow at Gorilla Hebrew on all platforms, though. All platforms. What we live on right now? Oh, I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube, and I'm live on X. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. So make sure y'all follow Chief Gorilla on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm Chief Gorilla. Urban Gorilla YouTube channel. Gorilla Hebrew on X. Gorilla Hebrew on TikTok. Gorilla Hebrew on IG. Gorilla.tv for all exclusive content. Too High for all of these platforms. Exclusive content. Debate course just dropped. Everything. Gorilla TV. Capper Dot. Yeah, I spoke about the Drex to join all that on class on Friday last week. But let's tap into this.
Break this down. So Jen Lee,
that's nitty.
White boy rapper from Dallas, Texas, I believe. He's part of the 60 Crips out there. He recently went viral online for using the N-word, and he got backlash, and he doubled down on it, basically saying like, hey, I'm from Wooty Whoop. I've been using this my whole life. Y'all not gonna stop me from using it. And anybody who stepped to me trying to tell me I can't say it, I'm gonna beat them the fuck up. I'm gonna put hands on them. If you don't like me using the N-word, go be Martin, go be Malcolm, go to some church and preach that shit over there. But where I'm from and the way I was raised, I'm gonna use it. Basically, damn near saying, nigga, I'm black. I got the N-word pass. So what are we doing with this?
It's something that unfortunately we have allowed in the culture.
Shout out to my brothers though, real quick. Mr. Viral, Messiah, Kali, they're my bros. Always love sitting down with them, doing content with them. Lord willing, when I get back out there here in a couple weeks, man, we can put something down.
Sure. You know what I mean? If you're from a hood, then a lot of people, say, okay, you could say it because you're from our hood. But I believe that if you're one of the only white boys in an area, then you do, even though you feel welcome, you do have to realize the differences. I'm sure you do. Being with black people every day, to a certain degree, you do realize the differences. And then if you were to go outside and you wasn't with your hood and you just were by yourself, nobody's going to think that you're a 60s Crip or that you have a certain black accent or whatever the case is. They're going to view you as white, bro. You get in the truck, whatever, you get pulled over by the cops, until they hear you talk and, act a certain way, they're going to view you as white, whereas they're not going to view your homeboy the same way. So I think that if you're deep in it, then you should understand what we go through every day. And that's when you should be like, okay, I might say it with the homies, but if people don't want me to necessarily say it, I'm going to try to slow it down. You shouldn't stand 10 toes on it that way. And then bringing up Malcolm and Martin is fucking crazy.
That was crazy.
Like, as a white dude, there's no point.
Them for what?
That's you disrespecting black people. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
top of using the N-bomb.
A lot of niggas think, and this is why I be having a problem with other people of color coming, or not even other people of color, but white people in our cultures, because they assume because they talk and they walk and they dress a certain way and they listen to rap music that they are actually black. And then they get off and they say stupid shit like that. Just like Fat Joe. but you only get a pass until you don't. So that's how I look at it.
Now, Kali makes a good point, right? You only get a pass until you don't, right? So passes can be revoked, right? And because that's the thing about the pass. Your pass, whoever gave you a pass can revoke your pass. And then a pass only has, I'm just dealing with the concept of a pass in general, right? People talk about a G pass. You know, that used to be a thing back in the day. Niggas say, oh, they got the G pass, meaning he good, like nigga can go X, Y, and Z places and nobody would trip on him, like he's straight type deal. Nigga might have a G pass, but you know, white people may get what's called the N-word pass, the nigga pass. And that's a concept that's existed. Let's not act like it doesn't. But you only have a pass until you don't. So just let's talk about nigga, the word, right? N-I-G-G-A, of course, coming from saying it, the term that ends in a hard R, which is the ugliest word to exist in all of history. It is a play on that that's been taken and repackaged as a term of endearment for the people who were derogatory referred to as the word with the hard R through oppression in the United States of America, right? The word in and of itself simply goes all the way back to the Latin word Niger, which means simply black or the black man. It since etymologically went through an evolution, graduating into, again, the most hideous word in any language in all of history. There's none that is comparable to it in the hideous nature of it. When somebody says it with that R at the end, you can just feel it. And as much as people say it's just a word, there's a physical reaction that my body has to hearing that word. Physical. It's a word that, because I've been, since a child, I've been in situations where I've been called that. And I fought over that. Even with me being quote unquote mixed, mulatto, half black, you know, of course we totally reject the term mulatto, but I've had to fight people over that. So that word in and of itself, I have a physical reaction to it when I hear it. I can feel it in my bones, how bothered I am by that word with the hard R at the end. But of course that term nigga was introduced to me as a young man by my father as a term of endearment. You know, the people I was growing up around in the hood, of course. But again, this is tied to the black struggle in this country, right? The black struggle in this country, where things kind of get, like he mentioned Fat Joe. And, you know, Fat Joe definitely was speaking out of turn in any inflammatory things he said about foundational Black Americans. But there are many foundational Black Americans that are not factoring in the full scope of Fat Joe's position. Not to justify him or make him right, but I feel like in order to engage somebody and disagree with somebody, you have to fully understand the perspective that they're coming for in order to adequately address it and categorically disqualify it if that's what your intentions are, right? So I say all that to say, and I know this from dealing with people from New York, especially the Bronx where Fat Joe is from. There was a movement you had, of course, the Black Panthers, the Young Lords. There was conscious revolutionary movements that were going on throughout the country in the 70s, the 60s and the 70s, be it again the Black Panthers, the Young Lords, the Brown Berets, the American Indian movement. So in California, you had like American Indian movement and you had the Brown Berets. On the East Coast and in the Midwest, like Chicago, you had Black Panthers and you had Young Lords. So what I got firsthand testimony, I got a book right here. Free my brother Natural Tahuti. He's currently incarcerated. I bought this book. No, I don't believe and agree with the doctrine he's pushing here. I bought the book just to support my brother, which is it's called The Black Woman's Guide, Natural Tahuti. So he's from the Bronx. And he gave me an understanding of what was going on in the 70s there in the Bronx, especially also with the Zulu Nation. Of course, we totally denounce the very atrocious actions of Africa Bambaataa, but the Zulu Nation was a force in New York during them 70s and during them 80s, and it needs to be mentioned. So what was happening there in New York, especially in the Bronx where Fat Joe was from, is there was a conscious awakening, right? And the conscious awakening consisted of spreading awareness to the also oppressed Latino groups, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, of their African ancestry, right? Which is very prevalent, especially in Caribbean Latinos, especially Dominicans. But the African ancestry and African biological contribution to those populations. So there was a revolution of consciousness there. A lot of them come from, the nations of gods and earths as well, the 5%ers, which tell you there's 8 shades of brown and 8 shades of yellow. So they were always included and looked at and viewed and engaged as if they were a part of a broader Black family. So that ideology being instilled in those people from those generations, this is why the nigga pass has always been just monopolized and blanketly given to Caribbean Latinos, right? Now, it might have grew elsewhere later, and we'll talk about that because we have a different experience coming from the West Coast. But the Caribbean Latinos in the New York tri-state was always looked at as niggas and looked at themselves as niggas. But we also have to understand, due to the complexities of white supremacist ideology, the caste system, et cetera, that the Spanish inflicted upon them, the inferiority complexes that the Spanish inflicted upon them, there also is, ideologies of white supremacy that exists in their culture as well. But they're not alone to that. It exists in Black culture, be it in the Caribbean or in America, FBA culture. I've just the same way that Dominicans have a saying about better the race, marry somebody lighter. I've heard Black women come out of their mouth and say, what? I will only get with somebody my color or lighter. I know Black women that live by that, right? I know Black men that live by that. Oh, she's only cute if she's light skinned, or I only like non-Black women. So the white supremacist ideals come from the inferiority complex drilled into our people over millennia, or over half a millennia rather. So some of our people still hold on to those ideals. They still standardize, white supremacy or approximation to whiteness, proximity to whiteness as being better or, more attractive, etc. That exists in all of us, right? Unfortunately, and that's again due to the oppression and atrocities that we've been subjugated to for 500 years. So we have to be understanding of that. But with that even being said, there are still a majority or a large portion of Caribbean Latinos in the New York area that definitely own the fact that they have Black ancestry. So this is where all of that oneness comes from. Now, there's a movement of delineation through the FBA lineage and ownership of that. So that is just contrary to what many have known for decades. So that's where a lot of the disconnect is coming from. And there's nothing wrong with that delineation. I support it, but I also support it in a way that's tasteful and tactful, and a way that's educational instead of provocative, right? And it's still about, look, we're all one big Black and brown family in a broad sense, but in a narrow sense, we still have our own cultures that need to be curated, that need to be protected, that need to be honored, whose contributions need to be recognized, and we needn't be trampled over, for sure, be it foundational Black American, be it Haitian like myself, Jamaican, be it Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, whatever it is. I get all that. 1000%. So there's kind of that, but and that's kind of grown. And then on the West Coast again, we have a different bit of a different experience, whereas we didn't have this influx of Caribbean Latinos. We deal with Mexicans, we deal with Native Americans, we deal with Central Americans, and we deal with Polynesians and Asians, Southeast Asians specifically. But not even limited to that. So me first coming from Washington before I moved to California, I grew up around a lot of natives, Koreans, Vietnamese, Cambodians. Boom, I moved to California. I live in different areas. So in certain areas in all areas I'm around Mexicans for sure, because they're, well overrun California. So Mexicans, Vietnamese, Cambodian, Korean, Thai, Samoans and Central Americans, right? So these are the other people of color I've grew up around who are not black, right? So off top, the Samoans always said nigga, and no one ever looked at them twice. It's never happened, right? And I would say of the non-black groups, Samoans probably have the least anti-blackness, but it do exist. Not as much as it does in other groups, but anti-blackness does exist among certain members of the Samoan community. There's one of the most infamous racist clips on TV where the Samoan dude said he didn't want to work with a black guy because they were lazy. So anti-blackness definitely exists amongst them too. But I would say just from understanding the inner workings of them and being around them, and I dated them women and I've been around them families, anti-blackness definitely exists there. But again, not to the degree it does amongst other groups, for sure. Delon, all praises to water. So, and then gradually, you know, the Mexicans start saying it, the Asians, etc., and people just kind of let that slide. Now, I think the rationalization, now where the rationalization was there, it was a couple rationalizations on the East Coast where it's like, okay, they have black ancestry and they're people and products of the struggle, and we are unifying from a position of struggling, going back to the 70s again with the Black Panthers and the Young Lords. On the other end of the spectrum, it kind of wasn't so much the black ancestry, but like, okay, y'all are people of color and y'all have been subject to, you know, hardships and oppression to some level or another, especially those Southeast Asians, not so much like the other, but like the Southeast Asians, if y'all understand like the circumstance in which the Cambodians began to come to America and things like that. So I think that's kind of like where the past came there. And of course, there was like integration. They was living amongst us in the hoods and the ghettos and, you know, whatever. And the last group to really do that would be the Mexicans. They were the last group to really like say nigga. Like I said, I've told the story before. The first time I really heard it, it was a dude from Logan Heights. I was in San Diego County Jail. And I remember us at the black tables, how shocked we were to hear a Mexican essay calling other essay nigga. Nobody was tripping or anything. Nobody was offended, but it was just surprising because they had been, out of all the people of color, like the longest holdouts from embracing that word and utilizing it as a term of endearment amongst each other. Right? So that's kind of how that happened. One of my gripes is, and hopefully I'm gonna delve a little deeper into the gripe, is to just allow everybody to say nigga for so long, in this group and that group and this group and that group, based on whatever reason, and then to come after you done let everybody say it and then try to police it after. It's not gonna work. That's just not gonna work. The Pandora's box has been opened. And that's how a situation like this even comes into existence. So let's go back to this clip. I got a lot to say on this.
A lot of that shit be sounding good, but niggas be checking themselves, man. It's like, yeah, you can go online. We see so much people that pop it online, not saying that he won't be on that, but you can go certain places. You come out here, and like you just said, niggas randomly catch you in the store talking like that. A lot of niggas might not be waiting to tell you nothing. Niggas might just get cracking on you right there, depending on what type of caliber niggas that's around. So unless you with 100 niggas every day and you moving like that, but it's just like, this shit getting on my fucking nerves with this shit, because we got somebody else coming out every day. We had the white bitch that came out saying nigga online, and it's like, if you give Cub pass, then like I said before, y'all might as well give everybody a pass at this point, because it's like, niggas be dying in prison yards, all type of shit behind that word. It have been so many riots, a lot of shit go up. Niggas would not be moving like that regardless. So I just think it's more so, like I said before, it's the trauma that comes from people outside of being black with the word. You got to even think. I remember Mexicans never even used the word. Facts. It came to a point where niggas gradually accepted it. Then they use it more than us nowadays. So it's gonna get to a point, you're gonna have some people be like, nigga, why y'all still getting mad over a word and y'all still use it? Then you're gonna have people like, nigga, fuck that. It's gonna be tossed to the coin of what type of people you run into.
I just think it's a difference between people who like accept what the culture is saying compared to the people that don't. And I just find it weird that, again, you hang around black people all day, but you have thousands or millions of black people telling you, hey, we don't like this, and you're willing to face all of that just to keep saying a word that at the end of the day, you're not black. Like, it's just simple as that.
People not gonna like my take on it, because the culture thing to do is say, oh, no, fuck that. You can't say it. If you ain't black, you can't say it. This our word. We got ownership of this word. Bro, how long are y'all going to let a word trigger your entire life? Like, really think about this.
No offense, but if you're paying more than $30 per month on car insurance.
And that's a fair point, bro, mate.
Bro, how long are y'all going to let a word trigger your entire life? Like, really think about this. Anybody that's from the hood, because he gangbang, so I got to make it a gang thing. Every black hood got a white boy from they hood, and we look at him like he damn near black. You out here banging with us. You putting in work with us. You risking your freedom and your life with us. Nobody from that hood is telling the white boys from their hood, hey, don't say the N-word, my nigga. Nobody. Don't let these niggas get on the camera and cap. Everybody got a white homie who has to act more black damn near than the niggas to prove that he down. So he's overdoing it. Whereas you just, you know, you might be super, super hood, ghetto, whatever word you want to use. Cuz gotta be a little more extra than you to get the acceptance. We see the same thing with the black Hispanics. They be overdoing the Hispanic thing because they want the acceptance, because deep down they know they're not that. So your hood is gonna give them a pass. But like everybody on the panel said, that does not give you a worldwide pass.
Yeah, and that's an amazing and tremendous point right there. And that's something that, you know, an individual like a Jen Lee needs to be conscious of. You might have an immediate circle that's cool with, but for you to really broadcast that, it's really, regardless of anything, it's tone deaf. So like Milk 7-4, somebody asked me about Milk earlier. Shout out to homie Milk 7-4. Now, when Milk first came on YouTube, Milk was definitely saying nigga, right? I want to see if he really got any old videos up. I want to say he mostly scrubbed a lot of his videos. I don't know. I don't know which videos it is, but he was definitely saying nigga, and I don't say that to say nothing against him. I'm just saying that he was saying that, and then he realized, wait a minute, you know what? No. Now, here's the thing with Milk. If any white boy can say it, you would think it's him. He got adopted at 7 days old by a black when he grew up with nothing but black people, went to black schools, black everybody. He's the only white person around. He damn near like Steve Martin and Jerk. Y'all remember Jerk, Steve Martin, where he was adopted by that black family and raised, and he really had to figure out he was white like way when he was grown? Hilarious movie, great movie. Milk was like that. So if anybody got the right as a white boy to say it, it would be him. Right? He ain't dating no white girls. He ain't had no white parents, et cetera, whatever. Other than, of course, biologically. But he didn't. I mean, well, he did at first, but he had enough sense to go, I'm a public figure. I'm on YouTube. This is offensive to people. I'm going to remove it from my vocabulary, at least when I'm on camera. You got to be conscious of stuff like that. You got to be sensitive to stuff like that and understanding the nature of the evolution of that word. These are things you got to think about. Me, even me, number one, being mixed, being half black, having a white mother, and then also my appearance, I'm what you would call racially ambiguous, meaning that people see me and will think I'm anything. I've been called everything. I remember when I was 14, somebody called the police on me, right? When I was walking home from school, I got into it with somebody, right? My little son. It's all right, son. Go watch Batman. It's all right. I don't need him. He trying to give me my headphones. It's good, boy. We good. It's okay. Let me just take the phone. Hold on. Petit Rouge. Merci. Love my boy, man. Love my boy. All praises to the Most High. Ain't no hood like fatherhood, man. So I understand again. So again, somebody had called the police on me. I got into it with somebody, and their mama called the police on me. Me coming home, walking home from school, and the principal had pulled me in the office and like, "Yo, we got a call about a young black Latino Samoan individual. So we're assuming it's you because they couldn't tell which one of the three you was because it was Samoans around the area that I was in. So, you know, people can call me any damn thing, right? So I get it. And there's been times where people that heard me saying they getting tripped, like, hold on, like, why are you saying that? And I'm black. That's why. It's biological. You know what I'm saying? Now, typically, and now it's rare that that's even happened, but it has happened. It more so happens online, like people talking shit on the internet. Usually in person, people see me, people feel my energy and vibe. Nobody asks me no questions. You know what I'm saying? But online, it's definitely happened. But it has happened a handful of times in person as well. And I understand, and I have no problem with letting somebody know, oh no, I'm black, biologically, not by association, not, by adoption, very literally, biologically. So there's that. Shut that immediately down anytime that happens. But I do understand. Just like if people who are non-black, even if they are people of color, you can see where non-black people of color, people take objection to that. But how much more of anybody, a white person? You should at least be conscious of it. And regardless of how you see yourself, you have to understand how deeply you can offend millions of people. You got to think about that, bro. And you got to think about how adversely that can affect your career. I think back to a young lady by the name of Krayshawn. Right? Krayshawn, Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. She had the white girl mob. And a member of the white girl mob, it was Krayshawn, it was Lil Debbie, and it was V Nasty. V Nasty was white and Vietnamese. And V Nasty really was from, East Oakland 35th. And she was saying nigga a lot because of similar situation. This was, she grew up in East Oakland. And it was accepted by the people that she was around, the people in East Oakland. And Krayshawn caught a lot of heat for it, even though it was V Nasty saying it, even though I can show y'all where Krayshawn said nigga too, but that was like real early in her career. I can show you where Krayshawn say nigga on a Don't Bite Just Taste mixtape. Or Don't Lick Just Taste, something like that. Okay, trust me, I go back there. I've been around. I remember. I don't smoke no weed, nothing like that. I got a mind like a trap. Trust me, I remember. If y'all go back to the Don't Lick Just Taste mixtape, Krayshawn, she say nigga. I promise you she do. But she caught a lot of heat for V Nasty saying it. And I think it definitely stunted the trajectory of her career. So but now it might not for Jen Lee. Don't get it twisted. And it's not even about you in Jen Lee's case, kind of breaking it down or anything. If the people in your immediate circle that you got love for, et cetera, they cool with you saying it. You got to just think about, man, hey, black people have had an unprecedented, unique struggle, and all that black people in America have, and one of the few things that we have is a word like nigga, that is our own. And there's many of us who are offended by you saying that. So you should just understand it and just let it go for that purpose. Not because don't be self-centered. We understand you feel like you should say it, and you always been a nigga and you grew up around niggas. And okay. It's a lot. It's a whole lot to unpack, and there's different perspectives. It's different perspectives to take. But me personally, I think the word nigga has been whored out so much that there's very little room to police it at this point, to be honest with you. There's very little room to police it.
So once you start doing music and you start doing content, now you got to be conscious of, okay, my homies might respect this, but as the black race, the race that I'm trying to get acceptance in, they don't respect it and it's offending them. So why not be a little more mindful and go, you know what, my homie.
And this is the thing too, because Adam said something. 535. What's this? Adam said Adam had a cold point. Let me just go to the full interview. Adam had a cold point right here.
Best in the world, and I'm in here today with Dallas's very own Jen Lee. How you feeling?
Hey, what's up with it, man? I'm good. I'm
Chilling,
blessed.
man. How you doing?
Blessed, man. Yeah.
Fall back on all that at a certain point, or do you ever get caught up?
Full detail to where I'm naming people's names. I always like, Jen, bro, like get just like the normal stories that you hear people get in the studio, bro. You tripping? Mo 3, you know what I'm saying? We was listening to a little bit of Mo 3 just to, keep it in the city, just because of the shit I talk about in my music, telling me like, we know who you are. Like, you come this way again, then we gonna get you. And the only reason we letting you go is
you. And definitely like for the whole narrative that we'll get into about you not maybe being a friend to the black people. Like I think pretty much all of them are black or Mexican. What do you like? How did you end up getting this team around you? And is it just because they believed in you as a rapper?
Temperature, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, Gutter TV, YRS Books, you know what I'm saying? The RTF team out there. Like, these is people that's like, now y'all want to call me, I'm on No Jumper. Town, like, we're bringing Texas together and we're going to look at you the same, you feel me? So, like, that is, nah, yeah. Hell nah.
I mean,
I don't get no politics for nothing being white on my kids. You know what I'm saying? It's all street shit if it's politics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now that it's on a bigger platform and the internet going against it just a little bit, now that's where people want to start making the politics. You know what I'm saying? There ain't never been politics. Y'all see me in the hood every day, but now y'all want to start talking politics.
Right, because okay, did you feel like prior to like really going national and like getting on all these pages and shit that you had never really heard anybody objecting to you using the N-word and shit like that?
Nah, I mean, there's always gonna be people tripping about everything. You know what I'm saying? Politics, what's the is politics, religion, and then shit, I guess this. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna go like it's gonna see how I'm really looking at it is like this is the type of shit that happened to somebody, an artist, at the middle of their career. And if everybody go against it, their career over with. So me, if I get over this shit, boom, like at the beginning, oh yeah, it's up. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I'm not stopping. I'm here for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a big decision on your part, like how true to yourself you want to stay, because there's the way that you grew up, the way that you talked when you were in the neighborhood as a kid, but now you're on more of a national stage and you know that there's just going to be people that have never met somebody like you, and there's going to be some black girl who goes to art school in Baltimore and she doesn't understand what kind of person you are, and she's got something to say about you. And it's not just that there's one of those girls, it's like, no, there's tens of thousands of them.
That point right there. I want to highlight that point right there. And this is something that I've always noticed too with a lot of people who want to police like the word nigga and certain things. It's some black girl that go to art school in Baltimore. Now, I can go gorilla right now. Put a one in the chat if like I can keep it all the way 100. Can I keep it all the way? Can I get gorilla right now? Put a one in the chat if I can really just get gorilla. Okay. Okay, I see how I want me to get gorilla. When Adam said that, right? I like how he put that because I know right who he's describing. These kind of like hipster, super educated, really suburban black girls that nigga wasn't a regular word in their house, you know, come from like an uppity family, but they're like super conscious, and then they go out of their way to go to like a historically black HBCU, and then they're like the super activists all of a sudden on X, on Twitter. They're like super Twitter social media activists, like out of nowhere. Shout out Ocean in the chat. Like out of nowhere. And then they're the ones that's coming in policing, and then Jen Lee's looking like, and this isn't to justify Jen Lee, because I've even seen it again online. I don't really experience that in person, but a handful of times in my 34 years of living on the earth. But a lot of this, like online, especially like on a platform like Twitter, where people want to tell people about their life experience and things like that. Like if this white dude who grew up in the hood is going, well, nigga is like a word that we say. Right? Oh my God, Ariana, thank you. The Saleems from the power of the world. Saleems from power. Where like they just morphed into pro-black people out of nowhere. Right? And then I'm gonna just speak from my perspective as somebody who's quote unquote a half-breed. And knowing like, okay, pro-black ideals have been installed in me since a child. I've actually been called the N-word by white people. I've actually been called mayate by Mexican. Like I've actually experienced all that. I've experienced anti-blackness from other groups as well. Discrimination, police profiling, all of it. School to prison pipeline. I've always been an activist. Like always. And then I'm under attack by somebody who just decided to be pro-black because they're going through like an awakening in college, and they've been suburban and soft, and they daddy never said nigga in front of them. They mama never, that was beneath them. Those motherfuckers kill me. And they be having the loudest mouths in this situation. Now, we can't invalidate them because this term, of course, is associated with the struggle of a biological lineage. No disputation. I'm not entirely invalidating them, but I am scrutinizing the weight of their criticism. The validity of their criticism, I am scrutinizing, because it's like, man, you really kind of like just showed up to the conversation and you have so much to say. Shut that bullshit up, right? I've been on the front lines, on an activist. I've lived the life and the experience. I've been a nigga since a kid from my daddy. That's real life. Now, that's me though, right? No, she'll definitely get the same discrimination. It's not about that. So real quick, brother said, but you don't think she won't get the same discrimination as the rest of us? For sure. That's not what I mean though. I mean their lived experience. Their lived experience versus sometimes people who they point the finger at. Right? Like my little sister goes to school in the Bay. She lives in Oakland. She went to school at San Francisco State. And there was a dude who she was dating a few years ago, and he was like 18, 19 years old, and he never said nigga until he got with her. This is a fully black man. So this is what I mean by they went to college to like go through this awakening, because their parents kind of got them away from prevailing black culture. They went out of their way to remove them from that. And then when they get out on their own, they're running to it, right? Kind of like a Colin Kaepernick, you know, when you watch the Colin Kaepernick story. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a black experience. That is a very much black experience. But to have that experience and then to show up out of the thin blue sky and police a term that's regular to people, and I'm not saying this for Jen Lee. I'm saying this for other groups of people who are maybe regular for, who their perception may not mesh with the utilization of it, like somebody who's mixed, light skin, etc. That shit grinds my gears. It irks me. Because if we actually talk about a lived experience, I can talk about my lived experience that a lot of the critics that are coming from that perspective cannot talk about the lived black experience in the way I can, even though I'm quote unquote half. So that's the thing. Now, that's just me though. And I'm speaking for people who still are, you know, BIPOC, Black and Indigenous people of color. I'm not speaking in defense of any fucking body else. White, Asian, Polynesian. I'm not speaking on behalf of none of them. I'm speaking on behalf of Black and Indigenous people of color exclusively, but especially Black, be it light skin, mixed, whatever, that demographic. But now let's put it on Jen Lee here. That's how he may be feeling. Like, damn, I really been a nigga. I really been in the trenches, stuck with the niggas, boom, boom, boom. Who the fuck is you? Right? That may be how he feeling. I don't feel like he justified, though. And I feel like, again, he should be sensible enough to identify the objection people are going to have with that and have enough sense to remove it from his vocabulary, at least on a public stage where everybody's not going to give him that pass. Simple. But hey, it's his life, and it looked like he blowing up off of this, you know? And that's the thing, too, is...
Let's break this down. So
the thing, too, that's so cold is, it's just like that girl, what that girl... TikTok girl, nigga. What's the white girl? TikTok girl broke.
Okay, this time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas.
Now, she said that, and everybody was so offended and got so triggered that she literally was given a career off of that. Just like the Hawk Tua girl, like that stupid moment was blown up so much out of proportion that you actually did this person a favor. And that's something that we have to watch for too, as how our outrage can actually empower the people who are outraging us. You got to watch that. That's something we have to be mindful of. She just said that very casually, very naturally.
Let's break this down. So,
and instead of us going, oh my God, let me dislike that. Let me not give this any light. We gave it so much light that she literally catapulted that into a career, a social media influencer career, right? Yeah, Ariella, because the thing is with me, with especially when you deal with like from so-called Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, like, but you gave them, they got a collective N-word pass like 40 years ago. It's getting pulled now. We're a little late in the game. And that's when the FBA got to have a meeting with the New York, the East Coast delegation got to let everybody else know, like, no, they're good. Because everybody doesn't understand it because we all come from different places and we have different experiences. Now, Kim P said, my lived experience never allowed by my parents to say the word. See that? But there's nothing wrong with that, and this doesn't make him any less, but just all of our experiences are different. And we need to think about that too. And nothing of what I'm saying is a justification of Jen Lee, though, because I'm really just talking about, people who have a biological blackness who can lay claim to the word, right? He said, my parents tried to stop me from using it, but they failed miserably. I used to come in the house from school and my dad say, what's up, nigga, how was school? That was the coming in the house from school greeting for me. What's up, nigga, how was school? We was niggas at school. Me and my friend were niggas at school. So, it just is what it is. But that's not everyone's experience, and that's okay. But let's go, because these brothers are making profound points. We're going to look at this in another video by my brothers from the Viral Way.
they do give me the pass, and where I'm from is cool, but I know I'm offending y'all, so I'm gonna try my hardest not to use it.
And that's my point. Even if you got the pass, you know you don't have a national or global pass. So you should have enough sense to not use it for that purpose because it's offensive.
On a camera, or not to use it in my content, or not to use it in my music. But at the same time, we got to take ownership as well. You can't put it in every song and think they're gonna bleep that out at your concerts, or be riding in the car and think they just gonna bleep that out. Like, nigga, that's programming as well. Every song we using the word, every podcast we use the word.
And it's funny because, you know, Remy on the first Terror Squad album, right? Yeah, Mike, he said in NorCal, everyone said the N-word. Good point. On the first Terror Squad album, Remy had a line. She said, a guy is a nigga no matter his race, and a girl is a bitch no matter her age. Right? And that's kind of like how we refer in the community. A nigga is just a man, but you could even use it neutrally and refer to a girl as that. The same way you could call a girl bro neutrally. And people, you know, use term bitch, hoe, etc. to refer to females of any age. That's reality.
They already love our culture. They already emulate it, want to be like us. They're gonna use the word.
And that's a point there. They already love our culture, already emulate and want to be like us. They're going to use the word. So then that's another perspective to take, is that what? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. That's another way to look at it. Not telling people they have to look at it like that, but that is a perspective to take on the situation.
And context matters. If you see someone using a word and they're singing a song, me personally, I don't really take offense. It is an ear buster, and I do look like, man, what the fuck?
Damn,
but
yeah.
I'm intelligent enough to know the difference of someone trying to disrespect me and using a hard ER on some racist shit, or someone trying to emulate the culture because the culture is what's popular. So they want to gravitate towards that and feel that acceptance. And unfortunately, we took ownership of a word that we didn't create, number one, and it was used to disrespect us, number two. So let's get down to the psychology of that. The word was used to disrespect us in a racial way, because the word actually has a definition in the dictionary. It basically means you're dumb, you're stupid, you're ignorant. So anybody can be that, but they transformed that to fit us with the slavery. So we flipped it, like, you know what? Let's take some of the sting off of it. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. Oh, my nigga, we'll do bam.
Tupac.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pop. And that stuck with niggas. It was genius in a sense. Some niggas feel it, some niggas don't. But at what point do we stop giving a fuck about owning words and owning actual tangible things that can empower us? Because this word you can't take to the bank and buy nothing. When your homie get out the pen, can the word nigga give him a job? Can the word nigga give him housing? Can the word nigga do anything tangible in the real world? When we go and talk to these other United Nations and we sitting at the table and okay, they got the coal, they got the diamond mines, they got the gold reservoirs, they got this, they got that. What do we have, nigga? Like, come on, cuz, like, what the fuck are we talking about? What real estate do we, like, that's what I'm focused on, not a fucking word.
It's crazy because niggas killed me when we was in Hollywood when I said the same thing. Like, at what point do you, it's like you said, if you allow it from a white person in your hood, how much is it really offending you? Depending if it's used in the ER or.
Which is a good point. Now, this is something I asked ChatGPT something like a few months ago. And it was interesting. So if people can understand also, this is another perspective to take it and look at. Like, for example, Hispanic is ethnocultural, meaning there is kind of a general thing there with the, you know, descent from indigenous peoples of the Americas, what would be called Amerindians. But it's culture where anybody of any race can be Hispanic or Latino. just like anybody of any race could be Creole as well. So I asked if black has become that, if it's become ethno-cultural. So ChatGPT said this: defining black being as an ethno-cultural identity rather than purely ethnic is often more appropriate because it encompasses the cultural, historical, and social experiences shared by people of African descent, particularly in places like the United States, the Caribbean, and Latin America. An ethnic identity generally refers to shared ancestry, language, and sometimes religion. However, the black identity is shaped by a complex history, including the African diaspora, colonization, slavery, and systemic racism. This history has led to the formation of distinct cultures, traditions, and shared experiences that transcend geographic boundaries and specific ethnic identity. So that's interesting, right? Shared collective, shared by social. An ethno-cultural identity being black includes not only shared ancestry, but also a collective experience shaped by social, political, and cultural factors. This perspective acknowledges the diversity within the black community while recognizing the common experiences that unify it, right? Interesting. In many societies, being black goes beyond ethnicity. It includes the shared cultural practices, values, and collective identity that arise from a common history of racialization and social struggle. Therefore, black as an ethno-cultural identity acknowledges both the diversity within black communities and the unifying cultural and social experiences that bind them together. So that was very interesting to me. Just that thing of, because we know race is a social construct, right? So is now, we got to take a look at, are they trying to, because there's even a concept of like hood, and like hood and ghetto used to be like synonymous with black, but now that's like a segment of black, because we know that's not the lone black experience. So now is that like, this shit is muddy, man. It's muddy and it's confusion. And the truth is, we're all the Israelites. We need to repent and come back to the culture that God gave us, which is the Bible. That's our history book. That would solve all this bullshit, frankly. And guess what? We was called niggas all the way back there. Read Acts 13:1. Ain't that something? Let's go.
For the GA. So it's like, I don't know. It's still, you still gonna have to stand on it. It's like you standing on it behind principle, really. It's not even more so that it's necessarily still affecting you, because if you using it, when you say what's up with my nigga, a nigga ain't talking like it's like a brother greet or something.
Right.
So they know this, but they're like, why we can't use it if y'all use it? And we just like, nigga, we gatekeeping this.
And
nigga.
we call them niggas.
Yeah.
We be calling them niggas. Oh man, this nigga tripping.
Yeah.
But then when he accept it, and oh shit, I'm a nigga, and he start using it. Oh, wait a minute, bro, this R word. Why are you calling cuz that then? Niggas
I don't
gotta
think it's
stop
that
picking and
serious.
choosing.
I don't think it's that serious. But my only pushback would be, if it's not that serious for us, then why should it be that serious for him to continue to keep saying it? It's like like I said, he's willing to stand on it in front of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people to keep saying a word. So if it shouldn't be that serious for us, I don't understand why it's that serious for him, because he's willing to go to war for a word.
It's not even about him willing to go to war for a word. It's about him just standing on what he believes in, at a sense, if you look at it from a different perspective. But it's still like, this is how we talk in my set. This is how I still, if I'm saying cuz, or you have certain things embedded in you at a point. But it's like I said, that shit is tricky.
And you got to remember, he's from a hood. He gangbang. They already said, yeah, he official. He from the set. So you telling somebody you can't say a word, and you telling a member this, well, now you challenging my manhood. Especially I'm gangbanging. You ain't finna tell me shit. I'm lawless. I chose to live on this side of the law. So your square ass ain't finna tell me nothing. What, nigga? Get down, nigga, because that's the way the culture is. You got an issue, either we finna shoot it out or we finna get down. And cuz said he ready to get down. So he's standing on his word as a member. I mean, how mad could you really be?
But even then, say we walk outside right now and we just see some white boys, we're gonna look at them crazy.
Yeah, for sure, we're gonna look at them crazy.
It's like it's gonna make you want to crash. I'm like, you're gonna either have to check them and it's gonna still be something only because we already programmed like nigga that's disrespectful.
Nah, and I'm gonna be honest, it might depend on how a nigga feeling that day. Nigga had a good day, nigga might keep pushing. Nigga got a bad day, nigga might gotta do something to you. So it's fucked up to say, but the area gets gray when you start giving passes out. Because now what determines the pass? Because you say so, but I'm thinking bigger though. We spending too much time on a word that only has power if you give it the power. Think about this.
The word
hold on. I'm gonna let you go right now. Them knowing this word triggers you is now a way to make money. You can get on Twitter and become a racist grifter and ignite black people's emotional rage, and that will get you engagement, which will get you views, which will get you money. It will get you a bag. People do this. The little white bitch, ever since she went viral in the video using the word, she's flipped it and just start calling y'all dumb niggas. Myron, he does it.
That was a girl I just sent, but Myron, that clown. And with Myron is so cold because Myron is playing such a game. And even that term, nigga, we understand that it was placed upon the diaspora, those of us who were victims of the Middle Passage, the transatlantic slave trade. Myron is Sudanese and Arab. He has nothing to do with that whatsoever. Even the Arabs had the trans-Saharan slave trade. So the fact that anybody's letting Myron slip in is like beyond my understanding. Fully and totally. And even like to me, the Hispanics sound more natural saying it than the West Africans do. Even Jen Lee sound more natural saying nigga than most West Africans. Not all, but I'll say most. The ones who really grew up with niggas, like, yeah, but like the ones who really grew up traditional African, they don't even sound right saying nigga. Like I've heard, I'm like, it just don't even like, it don't sound natural. So Myron is fucking crazy. But like he said, we be so sensitive to it and it's understandable, but we got to learn how to not give so much energy into it because these people really catapult and elevate themselves off of the attention they get from us being so offended. But if we just totally ignored them, they wouldn't get no attention because we not like certain other communities where we truly have cancellation power. These people are literally catapulting careers like the bitch and like Myra now because that Fresh and Fishing ain't working no more.
He flipped it because the Fresh and Fish shit ain't working out, and now he just call y'all niggas all day, go live just to have niggas get on and say, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, because you so emotionally enraged. A nigga's doing this. You are a puppet. A nigga say a word, knowing what you're gonna do next. I control you, dummy. To the point you're getting me paid off your emotional rage. Where if you just would ignore that shit, he would have went away. They would go away. They wouldn't be able to make money. I'm not saying you can't stand on that in real life. Keep it off the net though. Oh yeah, okay, cool. When I see cuz, it's up. When I see that bitch, I'm smacking the fuck out of her.
Yeah, so internet, I don't think it should be a problem.
So do y'all allow everybody to say it if they're not using the ER?
I don't.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you, if I'm just walking in the street, I see a group of Asians, right? I'm from Long Beach, so it's different because we grew up with the Asians saying it. We grew up with the Samoans saying it, and we always was cool with them. The Mexicans never said it, but the Asians, the Cambodians, the Laotians, they were saying it. The Samoans for sure. Samoans.
Laotians, bro. Laotians. Yeah, I think that's what they did in is. Hold on, let me confirm that. He said Laotians. People from Laos. Hold on. I had a couple niggas from that Laos. Laos are called, what's their denonym? Yeah, Laotian. Yeah, that's their denonym. Bro said Lawanese.
This is just some old niggas. We damn near look at them as black. What's up, Oos? Oh, what's up, cuz? Them was always our allies. So
but it's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's just more because we know, like I say, with the history that comes behind it. So automatically we see all these situations with when it comes to Caucasian people or when it comes to certain Hispanics, then it's like, no, nigga, I'm not even gonna give you the chance to make me even try to figure out if you offended me or not. Nigga, don't say that shit around me.
Right.
So it's more in that sense. And I think that's where people are looking at it now when it comes. It don't matter if you grew up here in a white neighborhood, like you said, you go disrespecting the Jews, nigga, you're done. If you go out here and start trying to do certain things towards these Mexicans, nigga, they're gonna be tripping. So to sit here and like we say, sugarcoat and go back and forth about shit, it's like you either gonna let it bother you or it's not. You either gonna stand in it or you not.
This where we fucked up though. The Jews never took a derogatory term towards them and started using it on themselves.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
So that leaves no gray area for nothing.
So we know everybody want to be like niggas. So if we know this and we fluently use the word nigga in everything we do, all the people that they choose to put in front of us when it comes to black people or the so-called entertainers and shit, all these niggas say nigga. And everybody wants to be like the nigga, and then we're mad that they're using the words that the nigga uses.
So imagine this. What if every black person stopped saying nigga? How much of...
Now that's a radical idea and a decent idea to think about. If we just gonna let them have that. That's an interesting idea. Let's hear more of what bro talking about.
Effect would that word have on us? If everybody collectively was like, we just ain't using the word, it ain't even cool no more. Do you believe these other races would still want to use it on themselves? Because they only using it because we use it and we looked at it as cool and we influential and they want to be us. Like, let's just keep it a buck. They want the rhythm, but not the blues.
I mean, at this
because
point,
when they step outside, like Kali pointed out over there, No Jumper, they don't face the same obstacles.
Yeah, like he said, they want the rhythm and not the blues. I like the way he put that. Like Paul Mooney used to say, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. See that? Everybody want to use the word nigga, but don't nobody want to really like be a nigga. You got to really be one then too. That's also a very interesting thing.
You are playing a nigga. We really niggas.
Everybody
you can turn it off. It ain't no turning this off, cuz. That's where the problem come in at. Cause when it's time to face the issues of really being this, I don't care how much you cosplay it, it's not in you. It's not in your genetics. Your epigenetics, you don't carry that trauma. So you
And I'm overwhelmingly happy he said in your epigenetics, you don't carry that trauma. And we have to remember, studies have been done, have proven that men pass post-traumatic stress on to their offspring epigenetically. Men do this. So when you come from that lineage of men who were victims of the slave trade, victims of Jim Crow, victims of all of this predatory, vampiristic type of oppression that we've experienced for the last 500 years, that's where that word nigga come from. That's what that's associated with. And you assimilating through nature versus nurture, you being nurtured into a culture is not the same as that epigenetic descent. And that's really the end all be all to me and to my brother, Mr. Viral, and to many of us.
You're never gonna relate. That's where the issue come. Because when the police come or the racists come, are you stepping in front of them bullets or are you throwing them out?
I remember when was it, Rayshard Brooks out here? APD had killed him at the Wendy's over there on what's that, University, or was it Pryor University, right? There in South Atlanta. We was at the protest. We was teaching at the protest. And when we at the protest, somebody had the bright idea to tell all the white people, like, y'all gotta form the human barrier between us and the police. That was genius to me. Define, you get to be that barrier between us and the police. Like, if you so down for the cause, that's what you should do if you're really down. Like, that's what you better do if you really down. Prove it. Show us.
Or do you turn back? Oh no, I'm really
Nah,
it
go back, but everybody. But that's the point. Then we need to X out everything that's saying it. It don't need to. The line need to be drawn if that's the case. And even at the end of the day, like you just said, everybody want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga.
Facts.
So you got to deal with the shit that niggas deal with, and that's the whole point why people is outraged and get raged about it. Because it's like, you playing with me. If somebody playing with you in another way, you still might react the same way. So
it's some history behind it that unfortunately it's there and it ain't going nowhere. So
that word ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and the word not going nowhere, and the history behind it is not. So we can try to make it as cool as we want, but there's still a negative history behind it, and people are still going to feel a way about it. There's some shit that we could say about Jews and Mexicans and Asians to their face that would get them hot if you said it in a certain way, but niggas just don't do that.
But the thing is, all this type of shit that go on, and we still give it the energy. The people that you say race bait on the internet, we still react to it. Even when we talk about them doing it, instead of just ignoring their ass, because I can't do nothing to you through the camera.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now it's different if I catch you in person, but when you go back and forth, we're giving all these takes on the internet, giving it energy, then we're creating more and more people to do the same shit. They got that reaction. Oh, now let me try it next. Oh, they went booming about it. Let me try it next. Let me get these dumbass niggas. And they gonna get on there talking crazy, and you gonna react knowing just talking ain't gonna do nothing.
But this is the only difference I see. Us having a platform or platforms like ours or bigger than ours who do speak on it is raising the awareness, because a lot of people might not view it the way that we're saying it right now. So you might open up a few minds who are going to type out that paragraph and then they watch the segment and go, damn, them niggas right. I mean, I'm ignoring that shit. So you might spark the mind of people to start ignoring it. But if no one ever addresses it, the shit really never changes. I mean, some shit got to be addressed at the door. I'm not saying harp on it and keep talking about it, keep talking. But nah, look, y'all, this what they doing. This blah, blah, blah. This how we could beat it. Now it's up to you to take the advice or not. Some niggas ain't gonna never take the advice because some niggas want to be victims. They have to be victims. Their whole identity is being a victim. If they don't have nothing to be victimized by, they don't really exist.
Yeah,
so a lot of these niggas cling to the disrespect, but really it's a word. You can't take ownership of it. I'm sorry. Y'all focused on owning a fucking word that does nothing, that was given to you as disrespect, but y'all don't want to take ownership of the land that was stolen. Y'all don't want to take ownership of the fucking jewels and the gold that was stolen. Nigga, they got how many fucking African artifacts sitting over there in the Vatican and the fucking museums over there in Britain and them king and queens personal houses. They got niggas' ancestors' bones on their kitchen table. And y'all want to argue about a word. Y'all niggas worried about the wrong shit, nigga.
You 100% right. The only thing I don't like what they do, but we know they control the platforms, make the playing field fair. We can't even say certain words to diss them without getting kicked off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Or they're allowed to drop the N-bomb as much as they want with the A or the ER.
Right.
And they don't get flagged, don't nothing else happen. You get on there and get the saying all that C word and all that other stuff, nigga, they getting you the boot. You done.
What we just say last episode, though, that's our fault because we don't create no platforms and we don't support the ones that's created. So if you don't like what's going on there, get your black ass in tech or get the ones that's in tech, put a foot up their ass. Hey, man, where are Twitter? Where are Instagram? Where are you? You know what I'm saying? Now we control the narrative. We can't cry about what they can say and we can't say as long as we own their fucking platforms. Unfortunately, that is what it is. So until we want to take ownership of our own culture, this is going to happen time and time again. And our dumbasses is going to keep reacting emotionally time and time again.
Make sure y'all like it. Make sure y'all sharing. I ain't done. I'm finna keep this cracking. I just ordered me some breakfast. We're gonna keep it cracking. Kids at school. Shout out, bro, taking the kids to school. We gonna keep it cracking, man. All right, I ain't done. Let's go.
Why they getting ownership of actual tangible things that they can shut down and use as a bargaining chip to stop the disrespect? We don't have anything.
Yeah, I think again on the internet, it is what it is. Like if you get mad at somebody over a screen, you tripping. But in person, you get a pass until you don't.
Not
running my mouth muted. So we're gonna take a look at this next video. I've been live now for 2.5 hours, and I think this video kind of brings it all home. So I'm locked in. We rocking. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, on TikTok, and what else? IG, TikTok, and X or Twitter at GRLA Hebrew, Gorilla Hebrew. Chief Gorilla on Twitch. Got this Twitch going up now too. We live on Twitch, we live on X, and we live on the Urban Gorilla channel on YouTube. So make sure you tapped in Gorilla TV for all exclusives. That's grla.tv for all exclusives. Debate course just came out on there, so get over there, sign up for that now, and so much more at Gorilla TV. But yeah, let's keep it going. This video here, the Vibrate Podcast, my brothers, Mr. Viral, Long Beach Messiah, and Kali. And it's called "Is Gangbanging Destroying the Black Community?" Let's take a look.
I looked a lot different.
City though, we are the minority. We're being priced out. We're being pushed out. A lot of us is gone forever behind the walls. So at some point, the gangbanging shit was cool. It was fun. It was whatever. It's a part of the culture. It's probably gonna always be a part of the culture. But at some point, being black gotta matter more than your gang. At some point, we gotta stop deleting and erasing each other and really start paying attention to this black shit. Because we making ourselves extinct. We gotta be honest about that shit. Regardless of the beef that happened, what I already know, once blood spill, it ain't no coming back from that. I'm not saying you got a peace treaty, nothing. And it's hard to tell somebody who people done got smoked and popped up to don't go get your get back. Because I'm for sure finna go get mine. So I ain't even mad. But at some point, if we want to win, you may not gotta go fuck with them. But we finna build over here, you gonna build over there, and we ain't gonna come through there and you don't come through here. But let's get this black shit together. Because we can sit here and lie to the world about how the gang banging ain't fucking us up. It's fucking us up, nigga. Because we banging on each other. It's not like we banging on the ones that's going at us. Y'all giving them passes. I just seen the little nigga dress the joint. Them niggas on there calling us all type of N-words with the hard ER. Whack 100 just did a live stream with them niggas. Gave them more clout. When there's niggas out here grinding, but ain't getting that type of clout or not getting them looks, that's from the culture. Why you give them niggas the look? They just shitting on us. Said fuck niggas. But you offered them your platform instead of reaching out to niggas like us and offering us that platform. That could really be beneficial to niggas who deserve it and really from the community and really gonna help build the community.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, and you know, a lot of people say what you will about Adam, you know, but No Jumper now, these brothers are on No Jumper, you know, and they're very sensible. Like these brothers are so well-rounded. You know, they good brothers, good niggas, man, who again, I know on a personal level. And of course, I've been on the platform and forged a relationship with them. But like just overall, you know, they're well-rounded. They from the streets, they tapped into what's going on in the music, but they're also active and engaged in, you know, the politics. They're educated, they're career men, they're family men. So they're very well-rounded. So they're a good representation and a positive voice. And again, they're really from that soil. They're off the east side of Long Beach, so they didn't say anything. So in understanding those things, they should be platformed even more. They should be, you know, at the highest levels being able to speak because they have very great things to say, great takes. And they have been academics. And again, and this is through Flacco, shout out Flacco, but a lot of people give Flacco flack. But Flacco that brought me on there, brought them on there, took them out there to see academics, got them up there, No Jumper News. So say what you will about the Flaccos and the Adams and the academics, but what's cold is they're giving more shine and more light to better voices than a lot of people are.
What the fuck are they gonna help build? Everything can't be for views and clicks and shit. Like, we really deleting ourselves from every angle. At some point, we got to wake up at some point because the black cloud that's over us, we damn near putting over ourselves at this point. We all know the obstacles that's going on, but we can't beat them unless we fight them together. So us fighting each other, how the fuck we going to beat that? The world already is stepping on us. And now we stepping on each other. A lot of y'all is fucking scared. That's really what it is. Let's keep it 100. It's easy to go smoke the nigga down the block. It's hard to stand up to the motherfuckers that's making the laws, though.
Nah, it's easy to smoke your homie when he trusts you.
That too.
It's easy. It's easy to get a nigga out the way that got love for you. A lot of that shit is easy, like you said. But when niggas is really ready to get cracking and you don't know where it's coming from, then it's a different ball game.
Now we know where it's coming from. It's the ones with the power. But niggas is scared of that.
That's not what I'm saying. If you wake up today and everybody said, let's go do it, where we trooping? Niggas don't know where the fuck direction to go. We say the niggas with the power, where they at? We don't know where these niggas laying at. We don't know what blocks they on. What you gonna do? Go after the innocent bystanders?
Nah, I don't mean going to slide. I mean by building your community.
Okay, so
That's the
that's
way.
how I'm thinking.
No. What I'm saying is the way they doing it, nigga. Like I said, nigga, their money stays in their community 12 days.
Nah, they do.
13 days. Why? Because they own the businesses. They own the property.
It's not
when
even
they go spend their money, they spending it with each other. When we go spend our money, we're putting it literally in the hands of the ones that hate us. The ones telling you, hurry up and buy. The ones following you around the store.
You know, and with him saying that, I gotta go to the Bible. I just have to, because I started off with scripture. And you know, this ain't the Bible teaching channel, you know, but it's gonna be a part of everything that I do. Look at this. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Right. So again, it says you shall serve your enemy for hunger and for thirst and nakedness and in want of all things. So when he says that we're putting our money back in the hands of those that hate us, we're serving our enemies in want of all things. Everything we want, we have to go to somebody foreign, somebody outside of us in order to get or to obtain. That's a part of the curses that were said to befall the Israelites in the last days. That's how we know we're the Israelites, is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, because this is overwhelmingly true of us, right? There's another one I'm thinking about too. Right here. We shall serve them hunger and nakedness and want of all things. Oh, yeah. Shall get up above thee very high. Verse 43, now Deuteronomy 28, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. So this person comes around us, moves into our communities, and excels past us socioeconomically. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. They're going to control the banks and the lending systems. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Acting like they cleaning the shelves when you walk in. We're handing our money to them.
It's not even in their community. They put it in our communities, nigga, where it's predominantly Black.
They can put their business in our community and profit. We don't even have to go to their community. They have a monopoly on the commerce in our community. That's a curse.
I'll be on fucking, what is that? Don't give me the line. Fig and Gage or something on St. Crip. If y'all know about the barbecue spot over there. On Babies. I'm not mad at them, but all Mexicans run that motherfucker. It's not a Black soul in there that cooks soul food.
But that's the thing, though.
I know, but they're in a Black community. I'm just saying, because they're not focused on what we focus.
Because they can do everything. When you go to the Japanese place, they doing everything. See, that's a part of their spiritual disposition as being from the tribe of Issachar, which means he is higher. They can work. They're experts at being able to do the job.
We're focused on pressing the next nigga. They focus on getting the next bag. And we know for a fact, I see plenty of people with homies. And shout out to Lil Jew. Because the homie is a motherfucking top chef, nigga. I firsthand had Cub food, nigga on Insane Crip, and that nigga's a top chef in Long Beach. Y'all need to holler at Cub, the Insane Chef. Shout out to Cub, because Cub over there fucking shit up. But niggas he don't get the support that he deserve. And this is what I mean. This is what I'm getting at far as with our people. Like we will go to these taco stands. We'll go to these shit that we see on the corner. Nigga driving there at 2 a.m, just pull up and invest in they shit. We ain't investing in homies, and they cook the same shit.
I think too, a lot of times, like when we're talking about the businesses, they won't even they make it really hard, or they don't even want to give us the business on our own block, right? Like we know Nipsey Hussle had that problem. A lot of times too, they just don't want to give it to you.
I know what you mean. Like you can't even.
They don't. Yeah, they don't want to give you the business. They're going to make it harder for you to buy because they want to keep it not Black. They want to make it to where you got the Indian in the neighborhood or the Chinese person in the neighborhood, because then you never get to circulate your money within the community. So it's also like we saying, we do have to work together. We got to damn near make it impossible for niggas to even say no to us when we come in
Now,
here.
exactly.
But think about this, though.
An offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
But think about this though.
If you're a web designer,
We could say that, but they're opening up in our hoods, and we just cool with it. You think you can go open up in an Italian dominated hood and the mob let that happen? So this is what I mean by,
and that's a fair point. Not, you know, I know somebody who experienced something in Atlanta, and again, Atlanta's looked at as a black mecca where we open so much business, but it's even going on here. Especially when you understand on a financial level the profitability of white-owned businesses versus black-owned businesses in Atlanta is the white-owned businesses are astronomically more profitable. But beyond that, so I know a brother that came here from Detroit that opened a club, and the West Africans came and pressed him about him opening a club, like who gave him permission to do that, because a lot of the West Africans have a monopoly, and Africans in general, whites, Arabs, kind of have a monopoly on the ownership of the actual nightlife that we spend our money at here in Atlanta, quiet as it's kept. They're really the ones who are in control of that. So he told me that they kind of pressed up on him, and he was on some black shit, on some, oh, we are, and they like, nigga, nah. Like, they wasn't on that. You see what I'm saying? So that's real.
if you is gonna be on this side of the tracks, we gotta still be business minded on this side of the tracks. Because if you look at the cartel, it's to make bread. All of the drilling and the killing they doing to each other is about territory for money. You look at the mob, it's to make bread. All the drilling and killing they did was for territory and businesses to make money. We the only dumb fucks drilling and killing for the thrill. If you want to do that, let's make the bread. Like he said, you go to our hoods, they opening up the stores, but they not giving back. Nigga, start pressing, nigga. Because when they do that shit in the mob area or the cartels area, they paying taxes, nigga.
Yeah, they extort. They extort the businesses in their communities. They got to get that kickback. If they don't get that kickback, they can't live. They're going to get vandalized. They're going to get robbed. They're going to get broken into. But then there has to be an incentivization of protection to come with that as well. Y'all going to be good. Nobody going to rob you. We ain't going to let nobody even come in here and so much as motherfucking shoplift. You're good to go. That's really how you supposed to run your community.
Hell no, you ain't opening up over here without giving back to the community. Not us. We just go give all the bread and get, oh man, they racially profiling me in the store. Niggas, start pressing them niggas. Get them the fuck out the community. Because you know why they in our community? Because the ones that really own the shit, own the chessboard, they didn't allow them to open up in their community. They sent them to ours. Nah, nigga, you go get the scraps down there and figure it out. Because they couldn't open up in Beverly Hills. They couldn't open up over there in the Palisades, nigga. Because they press for their shit. We don't.
What's the motherfuckers that be running 7-Elevens?
Indians.
The Indians.
Oh, insane crib. One day I pull up to the VIP at like 3 in the morning at 7-Eleven. One of the homies been over here probably longer than I've been living. 2-1 till he done. I was saying I'm trying to buy the nigga some coffee, get cut of money. The nigga not trying to sell cut no shit. Nigga, you know where you at? Oh, insane crib. Go get your coffee, nigga. Not telling the homie because now I'm mad at the nigga because you only here because we allow it, nigga. That's the only reason. He ended up getting his coffee, but I was just saying, like, you was despising this man that probably been putting on for these blocks in this area longer than you even knew about even being in the U.S. So like you said, I don't want to say too much on camera.
Exactly.
But
I'm saying it without saying it.
We do got to be on some point. And I will be on the forefront. I don't say nothing that I won't be.
No, we ain't talking about that on camera. What I'm saying is though, legally or illegally, we got to get together to make the betterment for the black race, for black people. That's just what it is with this LA black cloud shit. It's the niggas hating the niggas, and we losing in the end. We putting the own black cloud over us. I know we don't went way off topic to some other shit, but to bring it back around to LA, nigga, the politics got the city black. So in a way, we all as people, more than just blacks. I'm talking about Hispanic, Asian, everybody. They making it hard for all of us. So while y'all telling us hurry up and buy, they taxing the fuck out your business as well.
Yeah, and they said with these fires, I think rent is going to go up 124% in LA. It's already really, in my opinion, unbearable, undoable, unreasonable. So for it to skyrocket 124% is just insane.
Pricing y'all out.
We all
Well, y'all calling us mayates and all that to the ones who use that type of lingo.
They getting y'all the
They
fuck out of
getting
here.
y'all the fuck out of here too. They talking about mass deportation. Like, are
Dummies.
y'all not waking up?
Yeah, and they tripping about the deportation. Somebody just sent me something just now. Opened up here just now. I just got something in my DM. ICE has already detained 400 plus Haitians, Mexicans, Dominicans, and South Americans and more. Where the Ukrainians and Afghanistanians? They're not getting detained. Ain't that something?
They not just against us, they against y'all, but y'all too dumb to see it, and y'all still
Exactly. They're against the black and Hispanic man. Period.
running with them.
But then y'all go to the pen and run with them. How do that make sense, nigga?
That's a okie doke. That's a total okie doke. That's why I'm glad when you see certain of the South Side of prison channels, when they start talking about how they was pressing the issue on the woods, I like to hear them kind of stories. Because why are y'all over there clicked up with them niggas anyway? If anything, stand alone. Feel me? With the Pisces or whatever. But F them, right? Let's go.
Because everybody's fighting for the top, to be the top boy for those people, if that makes sense.
Because niggas is
There you go, Kali. Wake that up. A lot of people are fighting to be the top house nigga. A lot of people fight to be the top house nigga. I remember one time, this when we was teaching in San Diego on 5th in Broadway. We drive that 5th block out, close all the businesses on that block damn near. And that's when we had to move to City Heights, East Dago for a minute. Then we came back downtown. We came to 4th, dry that out, boom. Now I brought them at the beach, the Dago camp. But man, it used to be this what's it called? A bellboy or valet. He's usually valet or like a bellhop at the hotel. I think it's a Wyndham that's right there on 5th, right? First, it was a white boy. We used to always get into it with him. Then, boom, a Mexican came. It was a black dude that was the head of their security, and then it was a Mexican dude that came. And again, we used to always get into it with the people from the Wyndham because it was like an upper echelon type of business hotel, always white families and stuff like that. Boom. Always. So we always be getting into it with them. And it was the Mexican dude. He was, like I said, he was either a bellhop type, or he was valet. He was one of the two. And Cub was like, he had laughed with the white boy one day and called us monkeys. Right? And I was speaking. And I looked at him. And I was like, pinche chango. So he didn't just call us monkeys, but he did like a little, you know how the little monkey got the little, they be doing a little thing. I was like, pinche chango. And not like chango like the diss to the Longos out there, that Long Beach politics. This was in Dago. But chango, it just mean, you know, monkey in Spanish. You know, pinche is like, how would you describe pinche? When you put that pinche adjective in front of something, it's like, you know, fucking stupid, dumbass, bitch ass. Like, you know, it's like putting that adjective in front of something. So, boom, I was like, pinche chango. And he was so mad. And I'm like, yeah, you know that white boy think you a monkey too, right? He was so motherfucking mad. But he had to feel it. It's just like when I got locked up one time, this white boy was tripping. They end up segregating him, we going through the process in this Dago County. We going through processing. And boom, they end up breaking him off into another cell. And when they broke him off to the other cell, he kept looking at the Mexican deputy and calling him the hard R, the Mexican deputy. And again, we're in there. We got blacks and Mexicans in the cell because he was the lone white boy in the cell with us. So now he going. So now I saw blacks and Mexicans, and we in there like, yeah, see, boom. They look at all of us like niggas. You see what I'm saying? And that's a rational awakening that all black and Hispanic Native Indian people got to come to. We the Israelites, period. Okay, right now they're going after anyone who has committed a crime while they have been here. Yeah. If you commit a crime, you're done. You're gone. You slow as hell, bro. What's the deal? Shalom, top of it.
Spook, that's my
Yeah,
point.
everybody's mentality needs to change to being the top person for their own culture instead of being the top person or the top slave, if that's what you want to call it, for that particular group of people.
Even just imagine.
A newsflash, a plane's gone down.
Quote unquote, if it was really black and brown. Because what do we see when we step outside besides when we go to our city or we go to different cities? What do you see? You don't see too many races besides black and Mexicans really strolling these streets. You're not going to see that. They're going to hit spots and they're going to make sure they get there safe and gone. They're not just roaming these streets, or you're not just catching a group of white people walking around. Nigga, no, they're going to be
for the bus.
Yeah, they're going to be somewhere, nigga, where they're supposed to be, and they're going to make sure it's equipped and safe. Other than that, you're not going to see them. If niggas really could be running the city, really running the bag up. Nobody want to be broke. I don't give a fuck. For me, myself, my goal always to get money was to get rich and get out the hood, then come make a way back and help niggas. Niggas don't care about that shit though. It don't matter what the fuck you doing. But at the same time, you be the example you want to see and become smart enough. When we get our millions cut, y'all gonna see niggas wasn't just talking, nigga, on the set. It's coming because I can feel it. But
nah, facts.
When we get
gotta
our
preach,
shit,
we gotta preach legally too, though.
No, I'm agreeing. That's what I mean. And what I'm saying with these businesses and shit, this is why we studying shit and we doing certain things that's gonna be in motion. And when they start to see it, even though we did see it, we had a slight example of a nigga like Nipsey. And niggas still didn't want to see it. He's showing you, cuz like prime example. I'm opening stores, I'm doing this, but niggas, man, who the fuck I think he is opening the store? But this nigga doing this and this nigga doing that. That's what I mean. Far as this is even deeper. I'm not even gonna go here because this is you hating yourself when you hate on another nigga like that. If another nigga getting money and you ain't getting no money and you hating on cuz, you really mad at yourself at the end of the day. You're mad because he's getting money and you're not. Instead of not even asking Cuz for an opportunity or how did you do it, any advice, a nigga go automatically, I'm ready to delete Cuz, nigga. Cuz not like that, nigga. I'm about to blam Cuz or whatever. That's how niggas get, Cuz.
He right though. He ain't lying. I'm finna delete Cuz.
But that's what I mean. That's the black cloud we putting over ourselves. Just think about Nip. Someone from his own hood took him out. How much more fucked up can it get? Something you pledged your life to, put on your life on the line for, showed your loyalty to, brought your riches back to. That's the thing that took you out.
But we know that.
We know that's what go on, but we can't keep saying it. Oh, that's just the game. No, that's not supposed to be. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying if people talk about it, they gonna say, oh, man, that was just the game. He was talking to a hitter. He should have been talking like, no, nigga, really think about what the fuck y'all dumb niggas saying. This is the bag. This is the hope. This is what's providing the future. Now what? Niggas in that area, it's a wrap.
That shit,
They buying all that shit up when Nip was trying to buy all that shit up. Now they trying to put the train over there and they trying to kick niggas out. This was the hope.
Now Black Sam still got it. He's still holding it down, but it was like
but it's not the same.
I know what you're saying.
Nip,
you don't know how far Nip would have took it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no, we knew how far because we were seeing it. So when we're destroying our own figures who are providing a hope like that, we can no longer look at anyone else and say, oh, it's the enemy. No, nigga, it's time for us to look at us.
I think as gang members, we got to start when certain gang members get to a point where they crawled up out of these environments, we just got to salute it and let them niggas do them. I think that's the way it should be right now, how I'm looking at it. Matter of fact, where you from? Y'all know how it is in these slums or these streets and whatever. If a nigga was able to climb up out, you got to be a beast to climb up out of that. If you climb up out of that, niggas should just salute it because you made it, nigga. You got to where you got to. You beat the game, nigga. You beat every level that what it was. That you beat the shootout, you beat the jail, you did everything. If you kept it solid and did all that, I think niggas should just allow them to do them. As long as niggas ain't really dissing your hood or doing certain shit, we need to just start saluting other gang members because we're reaching for the same shit.
Bro, talking that real. And that's where, you know, brothers should be at, bro. Niggas still want to tear each other down and stuff, and you supposed to be elevating and saluting other brothers who also are successfully in that process and not, you know, of course, don't tolerate no disrespect, but it don't matter where a nigga from, long as he ain't disrespecting you, salute the elevation, the path that that man is on to come out of that pit and try to make something for himself that's positive and be a positive role model. For real. For motherfucking real.
For the most part, niggas was reaching to go where Nip at. Niggas is reaching to go where Snoop at. Niggas hating on them niggas from Warren G to Nate to all these niggas. All these gang members that get to that point, gang members want to be there.
No facts. And it's almost to a point, not even almost, it's at a point where homies gonna have to start pressing the ones that got the potential to make it or the ones who did make it. Because what the fuck you still doing hanging out over here? You spent your whole life hanging out over here. You can't help us from here, cuz. The danger's still here, cuz. We here trooping. Help us from over there.
And that's real. Let me, I gotta replay that though. I gotta replay that. That's a word he just spoke.
To a point, not even almost. It's at a point where homies gonna have to start pressing the ones that got the potential to make it or the ones who did make it. Because what the fuck you still doing hanging out over here? You spent your whole life hanging out over here. You can't help us from here, cuz. The danger's still here, cuz. We here trooping. Help us from over there.
Help us from over there. But what do our people do? Oh, cuz that nigga don't come around. He ain't even like that. He ain't got no say over here. Fuck, dude, he watered down now. That's what niggas do now. When you trying to put on for your turf, put on for your section, put on for your hood, put on for your gang in an elevated way, from a different perspective, in a different way, in a positive way, niggas want to tell you how you ain't shit, you don't come around, you ain't got to say so, you ain't got pull, nigga use a mark, nigga you ain't in the set. P's and Q's, salute, bro. How crazy is that? Here somebody is, and I'm saying this from observation because I haven't experienced this. You know, most homies that know me really salute and admire how I'm putting on for the turf in a positive way, in a spiritual way, in a transformative way, and demonstrating how anybody from any turf can transform in a positive way for the Most High God. But I've seen plenty of it where you ain't coming around no more. You trying to do something positive, and a nigga want to get on the internet and try to discredit and devalue you because you are elevating and you're not in the muck and in the pit that they're in, and they're trying to utilize that to try to talk about why you're not a gangster no more, why you're less of a man now. That shit is crazy. Niggas need to do exactly what bro just said. I'm gonna replay that motherfucker one more time.
Almost to a point, not even almost. It's at a point where homies gonna have to start pressing the ones that got the potential to make it or the ones who did make it. Because what the fuck you still doing hanging out over here? You spent your whole life hanging out over here. You can't help us from here, cuz. The danger's still here, cuz. We here trooping. Help us from over there. You in Silicon Valley talking to billionaires.
Help us from over there. And like he said, though, what did he start with? Homies need to start pressing that. Instead of being mad the homie ain't coming around, press cut, bro. Hey, look, you need to go focus on that, bro. The set ain't going nowhere. Go focus on what you need to focus on to put us on at a higher level so we have other options other than a dope sack, other than fraud, other than 211s, other than 459s. Blaze a trail for us in a positive way. I'm gonna tell you something, man. All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High God, right? The homie called. The homie Fadouz called me. Boom. Hey, I'm out here in Texas. I'm trying to get a job. Now, I'm like, shit, I got niggas out there. He trying to get a job on oil fields. I'm like, I got niggas out there. You feel me? I got my bro from 6-0 out there. And certain other brothers, too, that I'm affiliated with. That's out there. But bro stay in Arizona. So my best friend stay in Arizona. Nigga, the homie from the turf. Stay in AZ too. And he got pulled. He runs shit up at his job. So boom, bro, like, I'm like, bro, hold on, boom, call the homie right now, boom, call bro, boom, boom. Hey, what's up? Nigga, the homie fired those, nigga, he out there AZ, he looking for a JOB. Feel me? He like, nigga, I had a nigga on it 2 weeks, nigga, give bro my number, boom, I cut a number, put that together, niggas in there, nigga just called me, nigga, ecstatic yesterday, happy as hell, he got the job, and he needed that, you know, so all praise to the Most High. But oh, nigga ain't been to the set and all that. Nah. We supposed to be putting on at a higher level. That's what homie's supposed to do. These niggas get in fraternities. They do it when they did Alpha, Beta, Kappa, whatever the fuck. Alpha, Beta, Kappa, who fucking knows what type of fraternity. These niggas join the Freemasons. These niggas do all kind of shit. And they put each other on. But here we are tearing niggas down for elevation in the set. Fuck that. Nigga, the homie doing what? Nigga, boom, boom. You need a job where? Boom, I got the homie that's going to do that. Shout out Ariella. I don't know the Greek letters, nigga. But nigga, you know what I'm talking about. When y'all get in the Greek letter, now this brother Ariella, he was in the Greek fraternity. When y'all was in the Greek fraternity, niggas is putting each other on, getting each other career advancements, shit like that. That's damn near the whole point of it. Right or wrong, bro? He said, crazy thing is black fraternities really operate like a gang. And yeah, I know they do, because it's just a nature of our people. But like he said, that's a fact. Niggas supposed to put each other on. So when we come from this, the fucked up thing is we put each other on, nigga, go to prison, jail, and shit like that. But I felt it just feel good to me. No, my nigga is a father. He's a good father. He's a single father. He raising the fuck out them kids with no mom. My nigga, if y'all go on my page, if y'all go on my IG, the first video I got clipped. Hold on, cuz. This video right here. You ain't following Gorilla Hebrew on Instagram. Something wrong with you. This video right here.
Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the guidance. You know, I got like 10 on you. You know what I'm saying? But this man that helped me feed my kids, this man that helped me provide a roof over my head, and it had nothing to do with these hats we wear. It had to do with he feeling like he had the responsibility of a nation. And so when y'all hear my big little homie talk his stuff, remember, it's not for heightens in elevation. It's not for him to feel good. It's for him acknowledging his job to help his community. It's his job to further his people and their growth and development. I'm a single dad of 3 kids. My oldest is 15, my daughter is 13, my youngest is 9. And when I tell you this man has helped me cultivate a foundation to build for these kids, it ain't got nothing to do with the groove, and ain't got nothing to do with the smooth. It got everything to do with his purpose on this planet, the purpose that the Creator gave him. The Creator gave this man a purpose, and he's fulfilling his purpose. This is why you see him on No Jump. This is why you see him on all. Y'all see him on that and think, that's the homie. But you don't see the fact that I've been knowing this man almost 10 years. Almost 10 years I've been knowing this man. I knew when he was just starting to go on these tours, just starting to go out and talk to the people. When he was a little nervous. He was a little nervous about how he was going to speak to the folks, how he was going to change the mentality of a generation. And look at him now. And look at him now.
So, you know, that's bro right there. But, you know, that make me more, you know, that's an accomplishment to me. You see what I'm saying? Being able to positively look out for a homeboy, and then for him to be able to sit back and observe my transformation and understand that he got an obligation to his people from the Creator. There's nothing bigger than that. There's no street, hood, name, gang, bandana, hat, nothing that can possibly fuck with a purpose from God for your people collectively. Nothing. Nothing. And that's really where we got to get to. That's where the fuck we got to get to. Let's get back to bro now.
Point where homies gonna have to start pressing the ones that got the potential to make it or the ones who did make it. Because what the fuck you still doing hanging out over here? You spent your whole life hanging out over here. You can't help us from here, cuz. The danger's still here, cuz. We here trooping. Help us from over there. You in Silicon Valley talking to billionaires. That's how you can help the set. Keep opening up the businesses over here, but stay the fuck from over here. I know this is your stomping grounds. I know you got to come here to still feel grounded, but nigga, for your best interest and the best interest of the hood, we can't allow you to still be hanging out over here.
But why,
hold on.
Let me
Because the niggas in the hood want the clout. Oh yeah, the homie in the set. What the fuck? What if the homie get chipped? This shit is over. Like, y'all gotta really start being smart about this shit. You got homies that could really make it, keep going to jail, fucking up his opportunities. Niggas gotta start pressing them niggas. Cuz keep your ass in the studio, cuz.
Nah, but
we don't need you to troop no more, nigga.
I'm not gonna
Stay
lie.
in the studio, gang.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's not the fact that niggas come back because you still want, this is your childhood or certain places. It's not the fact that we come.
You gotta go back, and they'll speak about that. Staying grounded. For me, sometimes it's reinvigorating to go to these places and reminisce, because the majority of people's communities, neighborhoods, turfs that they come from really don't look nothing like what they used to look like. Really ain't nothing like. They've all changed drastically, right? We understand that. Hold on, it's my food, man.
Back, it's the fact the way niggas change on niggas when they come back. Niggas start acting weird when a nigga come back. The same nigga that was walking these same blocks with you still want to come back and fuck with you after he go fuck with these billionaires or millionaires, and niggas start acting weird to the nigga that's putting you on the map or giving you opportunity to shine light. Niggas got to stop hating on niggas. That's the fucking whole big point. Why a nigga can't come back to his hood and come hang out even though he know homies is here to let you know, like, I'm still in reach. I ain't forgot about y'all. But look, this is what I'm doing. Y'all know what the fuck I got going on. I get exactly what you're saying, because niggas got to be smarter, because niggas is gonna want to knock you off.
And this, right?
Because we can say this about Nipsey, like if he had enough money to stay out the hood, but no, nigga, I'm still grounded, nigga. I never forgot where I came from. We talk about this shit so much to where if it's like you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You forget where you come from. Niggas is mad at you about that. Oh, cuz got this money and just got on. But niggas is never mad at the niggas that's touching 500,000 and. It's a lot of niggas that's getting money in the hood with 100,000.
Nah, they be mad at them niggas too.
Nah, that's what I mean though. But a nigga wouldn't be mad if that nigga just extinct and left. Niggas be mad at the fame, the notoriety, the shit that they feel like they supposed to have. Niggas want what you got. They don't even care about nothing else that you own. They want what you got because of they feel like they supposed to have it. They're entitled. But niggas should be able to come to their hood that they're putting on for.
But just think about Nip, bro. He said he didn't want no guns around. Cuz spent his whole life keeping guns around. That's how you stayed alive. You can't wait till you make it to be like.
Couple good things here. Or stop being greedy and ask for handouts. That's what a lot of niggas do. And I feel like there's definitely definite giving back that niggas got to do. And even more so than the typical back to school backpacks, turkeys, shit like that. All that's cool, whatever. I'm not knocking that, but there's even more niggas can do. Especially when it comes to the funerals, things of that nature. Different, more tangible things, more beneficial things to give back. But also on the other end, homies can't just be being greedy, looking for handouts. And when the people don't get a handout, we've seen situations like that play out also. That's also detrimental. But also, to say you don't want guns around, that's stupid as hell. You got to get somebody. Hold on, he said, what they speaking about is exactly what happened to Mufasa in the Lion King movie. Boom, exactly, right? But that whole Mufasa thing, man, we know how deep that get. I'm off this Einstein bagel, bro. But fuck, I was gonna say, but like he's saying about even the guns around, now you got to get homies that's legal and that's authorized and put them in position for sure. Homies got to have that with them, have that on them for sure. If you a target, if you a trophy, if you who they want, if somebody made foolishly try to harm you due to your position, out of jealousy, for any reason, have any real motivation, the more you're heightened with your attention, the more people are going to be motivated to do some bullshit for whatever reason. So you got to have them things around you. That's foolish.
Like no guns, and even if that's how he felt,
security
niggas in the hood should have been like, nah, cuz y'all niggas.
And shout out to sister tonight, man. Potential stepmother. She's a great stepmother. She hates, but you know, she's not too fond of monogamous men though. She only likes polygynous men. But let's keep going.
Hell no, nigga. On the set. We know the homie want to keep us from going to jail, but nigga, that's the bag, nigga. So if he gonna be over here, he need to be protected like Jesus, nigga. He need to be protected like the king. Period, point blank. But
this may look like you're
I think we got to get out of that mindset of still wanting to
see. But I think
but what I'm saying is, I know what you're saying is, I want to come back to feel grounded. and let you know
that's not what I'm saying.
But fuck that.
I'm saying sometimes I feel like Nip got too much into the Malcolm X ways. Malcolm X was the same way. When Malcolm X got killed, he said I don't want no guns. I should be able to be safe around my people.
You should, but the reality is, nigga, you not. See, we should have learned them lessons from the Nipseys, from the Malcolms. That's not real. Stop thinking like that. Make sure if you can't have it, the niggas around you got it, period. Because I know the fuck I do, for sure.
And leading by example. And not on top of that, with the 60s having gang injunction, we keep getting our spot rated and we're losing more than we're winning when we got guns over here. Niggas ain't really coming through here no more like that. So,
and also too, and if you can't find a homie that can do it and get right and is clean and can legally carry, nigga, when you get that type of motherfucking money, you go hire a PMC, a private military contractor security. Worth every motherfucking dollar, trust me.
I understand he was trying to think on a bigger scale for niggas, and ultimately it was his demise. I do agree though. I feel like if you blow up tomorrow, I'm never gonna go nowhere without a gun with you, and that's gonna be just what it is. You're just gonna be mad at me. But at the same time, I do understand his mindset, so I don't fault him for it. Shit happened how it was supposed to be. But like you said,
that brisket bagel with the cheesy hash brown. Come on, fool. Come on. Blueberry lemonade. That's how we waking up.
Yeah, somebody should have been in there. He should have been a security in that motherfucking store. One of them niggas should have been over there with something at the end of the day. But then you're not expecting that. If this one of y'all homies, nigga, I'm good over here. Ain't no enemies came through like you said, nigga. Just one of your homies come over here. We see one of a bullshit homie pull up or something. We're not expecting Cuz to go back and smoke one of these niggas. So,
but that mindset of hanging in the hood, I gotta stop, cuz as fucked up as it sounds.
It's my business.
But I know, but as fucked up as it sounds, we gotta play more chess. We could want to show that, hey, we still coming around, but for the betterment of everything over here, y'all might not understand what's going on right now. But I can't be hanging out over here.
I think niggas gotta trust the nigga that's on more too, right? Because a lot of that wanting the homie to be in the hood, I feel like is so you feel like you guys are equal in a way. And if that person is gone, then you might feel like, man, maybe he not gonna come back. So yeah, keep coming back instead of being like, you know what, go do your thing. We know you got us. I feel like there's a distrust there where it's like, if bro get outside and get a taste of whatever else.
And you got to have trust in relationships. And that's with any relationship, a friendship, anything. You got to have trust. Whereas I don't, you got to know that you got this genuine connection with this person to where I don't got to talk to this person every day for it to validate our connection or how much we fuck with each other. That's that distrust, and it happens in, relationships with the opposite sex, platonically, romantically, but it even happens, with friends, with homies. And you got to understand, we may not talk every day, but we locked in and we fuck with each other, and that's all the way. That's got to be there. That understanding. And he's speaking to that distrust, and there'll be insecurity because of the backbiting that we've all been subjugated to is coming up and things like that. Fake friends, all the bullshit. So, you know, backdooring, as they say now, sliming out. So that distrust is there. So that understanding got to be there to where, hey, look, I'm finna go fuck with these people, but you already know when you see me, I'm your nigga. Off top, you're gonna come on my post, I'm gonna come on your post. We're gonna salute each other, we're gonna fuck with each other, we're gonna rock with each other. It is what it is. It's solid, it's 100, it's A1.
He might not come back for us type
but,
shit.
but it don't matter. You can't name one business that anybody owns where they're not going to check on their business and make sure it's running straight.
Yeah, check on your business.
So-
but how
so-
many of them is hanging in
Let
the
me-
hood where it's gang members at?
Yeah,
Like we
but
gotta be real
I know,
and logical about this.
No, but they're not gang members. So it's easy to say Elon Musk won't go to Tesla or wherever the fuck he do and check on that shit. It's easy to say that Jeff Bezos won't go to any Amazon store and pull up. He doesn't have to worry about the dangers of that. But this is my store. I know who up here. Shit happens like that. I could pull up in 5 minutes. I could have been out here. I'm gonna smoke this blunt with y'all. I'm not really hanging out. Y'all my niggas. I don't want to just pull up and just shake on you. Let me come smoke a blunt with you, you know what I'm saying? And then it happens. Shit happens that fast.
But we know that.
But
So that's
it
what
ain't
I
like
mean
this
by
nigga
playing
just being
chess.
a dummy and just I'm hanging out here. I'm throwing up the set. I'm out here banging. I'm pulling up to my store with the whoop, everything straight. Y'all niggas good. Hey, let's smoke real quick. Bam, I'm out of here. Nigga, same way niggas pull up in the set, leave their cars running, pop out, nigga get popped on within 5 minutes. Then I just pulled up or something, and that shit happens that quick.
So we got to get smarter at some point, because if you work for a business, you never see the shareholders ever. You never see the real owners coming down ever. You see the management that they designated to manage the business, and then they go down and then they come back with the info. But you hardly ever ever see the actual owner walking around talking to employees.
But you know what they do? If the owner ever come around, they gonna let you know a week ahead of time. Hey, you gonna know, hey, this week the whoop-de-whoops is coming. Y'all gotta be on y'all best behavior. Y'all gotta be working. All this shit that y'all doing, y'all can't be slacking. They're gonna make sure that one day out the year, that niggas got their shit together. So it ain't like, and that should have been a day, like you say, far as having shit constructed.
And they gonna move like the president.
Yeah.
Nigga, we need niggas on this block. We need niggas on every corner. We need to know everybody that's coming in and out. Like, nigga, you gotta move like the president, cuz, because it's like a work accident. You get hurt the most with things that you're most familiar with. Things that you routinely do every day. Oh, I can do this closing my eyes. Bam, that's when the accident happened. That's the same as being in the hood. Oh man, I come through here every day.
And they ain't lying. And them, they know how I move around. You know, last time the space was a little small, so only I had crept up in there to interview with them. But that's because, you know, I know them, I fuck with them, I trust them as good. You know, but they knew, you know, bros is outside in position. Niggas is already knowing that. That's the only way we move.
Since I was a kid, I'm doing this shit with my eyes closed. Bam, that's when shit happened, because your guard is down. So it's sorry to say, it sounds fucked up, but we have to get smarter, because time and time again, niggas is getting chipped for trying to keep it real.
I think there's enough examples too for people to like not think a nigga trying to switch up.
It's
You know
enough.
what I mean?
It's enough examples, but the mindsets don't all the way change. Y'all talking about a nigga. We talking about a nigga that was quote unquote hood rich. He already had the notoriety. He already had the fame. So the fame doesn't change when you come back to your hood. If he was already hood rich, shit doesn't change. So that same, there is no feeling. He's not looking at himself as nothing different. I'm still one of the homies. This is how I'm looking at myself.
And we can't look like
I
that
know,
no
but,
more.
but yeah, but you're right. But other
That's
people,
all I'm
other people
saying.
are not looking at you like that. But the difference is he's looking at himself like that. So if I'm not viewing myself how other people are viewing me, that's where the shits get twisted. Because I'm not looking at myself as a motherfucking star. I'm looking at myself a nigga that's still getting money. I've been the same nigga. I ain't changed. It's still what it is. I'm still over here. I'm the same nigga. That's the only difference. But I'm not looking at it as the mogul or this type of thing.
And
I understand.
that's where we go
maybe
wrong.
Maybe that's the problem too. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's
But I'm
like-
saying, but it's easier said than done when your mindset has been conditioned this way.
It
Yes,
is,
it's
but at
easier.
some point we cannot make that excuse of, oh, this is just my money. No, it's too many examples, like Kali said, cuz it's too many. Once you start touching that type of paper, you cannot hang where you used to hang. I don't give a fuck how much you miss it, how much you want to stay connected. No, find another way to stay connected, nigga. I'm gonna bring y'all to where I'm at.
Are the examples just us though?
For the most part, yes.
Because
we only looking at our community.
Nah, I know that because we see niggas like Jadakiss Cubby in the hood with a motherfucking chair, still in Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Chilling.
Yeah, but Jadakiss is from New York. That's a different.
Nah, no, I'm just saying. But these still,
Jadakiss is not a gangbanger. Jadakiss is a fucking rapper in New York. That's what I'm saying. The politics on the West Coast is different. We can't do that. You could, I mean, how long did Nip do it before it finally caught up with him?
He did it for a long, since
He did it for a long time.
Almost, since what, 2000, I won't say 10, 9.
But what I'm saying is the politics are different at any time.
At any given time, it can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah. I think in any hood, it can happen to you at any given time.
No,
same,
for sure.
I think the same way Vaughn was going back to his hood.
I think it's
and he got chipped in Atlanta.
But yeah, I know, but Vaughn was good going back. Like he was getting love from O Block the way niggas is supposed to show love to your homie.
Yeah,
like,
but Vaughn was a different case because Vaughn was still getting that type of love because Vaughn was still active. Even with the bread turned him more active from what they were saying. Oh, first of all, he already the top killer over here. Cut putting in more work than every nigga over here. So he already got the red carpet laid out. Now he got the millions and Cut still coming back and he's still chipping shit. So that's different. Look how they did Chief Keef though. Completely different. Chief Keef wasn't that hitter that Vaughn was. He didn't get that same love. Niggas was stealing his clothes and shit when he came back. So it's different.
Keith got the love. Keith didn't get the love until he started leaving Chicago. Until he stopped coming back.
No, that's why he left.
No, he left because he got banned from Chicago.
I know, but I'm saying even before that, them niggas
started acting weird. Once Fredo died, when his cousin died, and niggas started doing shit, he started moving the way he wanted to move. Niggas started acting weird. Are you changing up? You doing this? Because he was getting smarter. Because he knew not to be getting out here. You see all these niggas getting chipped and doing certain shit. He got smarter and niggas, that was the only difference that saved his ass. Because he got smarter. Other than that, he'd be in a situation. Look at the rest. Ain't no other nigga from Chicago that had made it out right now. It's moving. That was moving smarter.
Look at Dirk, prime example.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Trying to keep it real. Coming back to the hood, giving out money, giving niggas jobs, and the whole time half the niggas were still hating on Cub.
Too much pressure to try to stay the same person, right? Like
exactly.
When you go through life, you're gonna elevate, you're gonna change. You know what I mean? Maybe at your core you can be the same person, but things are gonna change. Your surrounding, certain types of, certain things within your mindset. And I think a lot of us have to be okay with that and understand that, hey, when I do change, some people are not gonna understand it. And those are probably the people that I need to stay away from. If you can't understand that I changed and that things are going to become different, because with every level, something does become different, then you really shouldn't be around me, because ultimately that is how I'm going to meet my demise. Or I'm going to meet my demise for myself by trying to stay the same so much, like Dirk, like Nip, to a certain degree, where it's like, I ain't never changing. And then you put yourself in that position where, well, if you would have just changed and tweaked a few things, maybe it would be a different situation.
But Nip did change. A lot of these niggas did change. That was the point. It ain't the fact that they didn't change. It was just their time to go. Nip changed. He grew. He elevated. We heard it in his music. We watched him grow from his music to his old interviews to his new interviews. We watched the nigga grow in real time. It wasn't about just cause changing. It was just about it's the hatred for our people. At the end of the day, or niggas can blame it on whatever they want for whatever politics they had. Not just him. Just niggas in general. But it's still easy to say when I knew you niggas forever, I don't want to just enjoy this money without y'all, nigga. I want certain niggas to still be with me, nigga.
Yeah, but then y'all have to come to where I'm at. That's the thing.
Now I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I don't even at the same time, I'm not just giving you handouts, but I'm gonna give you opportunities. Get on this music with me. I know y'all niggas can't rap as good as me, but I'm gonna put you on this music. I know you ain't doing that, but be my bodyguard. I know this. He was putting niggas in positions. I can't, like you said, I can't do everybody, but I'm trying to do what I can. I'm gonna show y'all exactly. I'm gonna give you the whole blueprint to put you in position to show you this all you gotta do. This is what it takes. But you gotta grind for it.
Right. It's like we know the poisonous mindset that plagues the communities where we come from. So at a point, your senses have to be over your emotions, your love and your attachment to where you come from. Your senses has to override that. Until we can rid our communities of that mindset, you got to learn from the ones that made the mistakes prior to you. And we got to embrace change because too many times, like Kali said, we don't want to change. We want to show y'all, man, I'm still real. No, nigga, I know I'm still keeping it real with y'all in a sense, but nigga, I'm a fucking millionaire now, nigga. I done.
And that that right there, that remind me of the situation that Roddy Ricch went through. So you got this dude Yael that pop up, brother Yael, shalom to that brother, but you know he kind of pop up, kind of questioning the authenticity of Roddy Ricch, and he like, bro, like I just did 20 M's last year, like bro, life is different for me, and I'm putting on for Park Village County Crip, nigga, in a major way, and I got homies around me, and they eating, and they don't have a problem with me. So what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? And that be the problematic type of shit that you was experiencing. But nigga, the number one thing every man need to have is a strong sense of self and security. So that way you don't feel like you got to prove anything to anybody because you know who you are and these people can't tell you shit about you and they can't define you. You got to have that because when you have a strong sense of self and you're secure about who you are, man, it don't matter what nobody say. There's nothing anybody can say that can truly shake you. Don't do too much to try to prove anything to anyone because if you've proved it to yourself and you sure to yourself, fuck what anybody else talking about, bro. Oh, you won't be coming back to the hood no more. Well, nigga, that I've outgrown this environment. I've pivoted, and like he said, because this is kind of in a certain way like especially a West Coast thing, more as like now living down south, we could live you could live in black communities and them not have the same type of dynamics that where the gang overridden, gang infested places in the West Coast are. We could live in black communities and not have to deal with that. And they still like semi be considered hood, but to us, it's not. Like to me, where I stay at, in a way you could say it's the hood, but it's really not. Like where I stay at, it's definitely not, don't get a hood at all, at least the little subdivision I stay in. Right. But what's considered a hood ain't too far, but it's still like it's everybody's black. You don't really got too many opportunities like that in California, coming from the West Coast. Like communities like that aren't really, don't really exist all that much. So, but as far as on that level, boom, okay, we fuck around, nigga. You how much time I spend around y'all or come back to this particular community does not define me or, as being a member or a part of somebody who springs out of this community. Point blank, period. Nothing you niggas could tell me. It's nothing. I'm not looking for any of y'all validation. I'm validated within myself. Once you get that validation within yourself, it doesn't matter what the fuck anybody's opinion about you is, right? It doesn't matter, man. Lions don't lose sleep. Lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep, period.
Met this billionaire, I'd have been on this billionaire, nigga. I'm not the same, nigga. I changed a whole different part of the world that I didn't know existed. I didn't have access to. I got access to now. Yes, I changed. Not that I'm fake for changing. I evolved. I unlocked another level. This ain't a level that y'all can understand.
Because I'm still me at my core, but there's a part of me that is evolving. A baby, you have a personality when you're a baby, and you still, that's the basis of who you grow to be, but you're not an infant anymore. You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's a million different analogies and ways that we can serve it, but motherfuckers need to understand. People grow and evolve. And it's so frustrating when people meet you at a certain stage of your growth and get mad when you go to the next stage of your growth. They want to try to keep you there. That's so frustrating. I hate it so much. It's ridiculous. Why do you want me to stay there? Why can't I go to the next level? That's something that I have experienced. Not so much with because I'm a nigga that keep it real and I'm still in tune and tapped in with the homies and I still pull up. But I keep it certain things to a minimum for sure. But there are people who I've experienced in my life who kind of like don't want me to elevate past certain stages. Like they're content with their evolution. And nah, let's keep going. Let's see what the Most High has in store for us. That's kind of my mentality. That ain't everybody's mentality. And it'll lead to problems sometimes.
And right now.
Do y'all think people necessarily be changing, or the things that they do change?
No, the niggas change.
That's what I'm saying. The things that they do change, because put them in the same environment, the same circumstances, they might react the same way. Because it's like, even
I was the first one to ever join the military.
I ain't no millionaire yet. I'm not even gonna stop saying that. We finna be. I'm gonna say we not yet. But when we travel, I do certain things. The first thing I think about, damn, this is why I say the mindset could be fucked up. What the homie? Once I get tired of being out the country or out somewhere too long, I want to know what the homie's doing in the set or what's going on. Not even the fact that they gotta be doing nothing wrong or nothing. I want to be around the homies. It's a different type of energy. It's a different type of vibe. And me have to condition myself to not think that way. That shit is like an everyday thing. If you've been doing this since a kid and thinking about certain shit, it's like, oh, I'm tired of being around these niggas. I need to be around the homies. Like, these the only niggas that really know me, that really get me. So it's a different mindset. So this is why I say I understand to an extent. But everything you saying is right. We have to recultivate the mind and change all of that shit.
I'm not saying abandon home.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, instead of going to chill on 23rd,
bring niggas
I'm a
somewhere else.
millionaire.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I got spots. Matter of fact, I got a spot because I'm not finna bring y'all to my spot. I got enough money. Okay, this is the kicking spot. So anytime I get that feeling, hey, pull up, cuz I got the bitches over here. I got the weed. We finna turn up here because I know not only am I safe and out of danger, I'm bringing you out of danger. And now I'm exposing you to my lifestyle, which can spark your mind to want to do greater. What good is it for me to come back to the hood where you at every day?
And that's a good thing too. And that's why I tell everybody I talk to, like I knew I grew up with, I'd be like, bro, come to Atlanta. Like, let me show you how I'm living. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I live the most extravagant way, but coming from where we come from, and for people to understand what I personally come from, and niggas who really got it out the mud with me to know where we personally came from, it's motivating. The homies be like, nigga, like, yeah, nigga, I'm finna come to the A, nigga, I'm finna get like you, nigga. Boom, I'm finna get boom, boom. Like, that's the type of motivation I be trying to impart into the homies. And that's what we got to do. We got to show them other things. We done seen that side already. We done seen poverty. We done seen disadvantage. We done seen fucked up situations. We done seen crime. We done seen jail. We done experienced all of that. Motivate the homies by showing them your progress, your success, the way God has blessed you, and show them they can get the same things. But, and the beautiful thing about most of my homies is a lot of them, as far as like my inner circle, like niggas I really, really thugged it with, niggas is all doing pretty good for them. The majority of them niggas is doing really well for themselves. Very well. Homies is homeowners, young homies is homeowners, you know, multiple homeowners, shit, like all kind of shit. So that motivation, man, is key. You feel me? That motivation in positive ways is key. And then, of course, with me just keeping the commandments and living as an Israelite and things like that motivation the homies too, to, you know, get on point, follow God, shit like that. Like, so that's our job. Positive motivation.
It's like, nigga, you a fucking millionaire. Cuz take me around some of the shit that you exposed to that I can't see. Why the fuck I gotta keep coming back to where y'all at and then leaving y'all on the block?
But it's no different if I'm
like,
not. No, but it's no different if I'm not taking you to BET. If I'm not taking you to where these millionaires at, all you doing is just bring me to another environment. Nigga, we could have did this in the set. Let's go back to the hood.
And then them niggas is the ones that gotta stay in the hood. Yeah. For you even having that dumbass mindset, now you stay. Because you're going to be the one that's going to sink the shit. I can't bring you around the millionaires. For what? You don't do nothing to be around them niggas.
Exactly. So
But I'm exposing you to this, trying to spark your mind to a point to where I can bring you around them now. Because now you're bringing assets. You're bringing something of value to the millionaire.
But when you say exposing you to this, what are you exposing them to? Because it's no different from going to a damn party at a venue and being out the city. It's like,
nah, it's a big difference, nigga. When a nigga I grew up with from the dirt, And I'm like, damn.
How many
cuz.
homies is you talking about though at that point?
It doesn't matter. Your inner circle, not the whole hood.
See, that's
everybody can't go. That Nip even said it himself. Everybody can't
and that's
go.
the difference. My inner circle was already on with me. So other than that, I'm fucking with other homies that's not out the inner circle.
You're not gonna be able to save the hood. The Superman.
I know that.
No, but this is what I'm saying. The Superman complex trying to save everybody, you're gonna destroy yourself. So if you put your inner circle on, you did your job. It's up to the hood to save itself at that point. It's not up to me to save everybody. It's 1,000 niggas from this hood. The niggas that's in my squad, I put on. I can't put all y'all on, nigga. Every now and then I can throw a big party and bring y'all around, but for the most part, I can't save y'all. I'm gonna destroy myself trying to save y'all.
So what's the ultimate solution?
The ultimate solution is you do what you can while keeping yourself and your shit afloat. Because yourself come first. I'm not destroying myself to save y'all.
That's a fact.
No, I agree with that, but I think
I don't care how much I was cool as a kid and I miss it, man. Fuck that, nigga.
I'm not saying all that. I think my ultimate solution, stop hating on niggas. Stop hating on your homies. If you representing the same flag, the same motherfucking gang, stop hating on niggas. If they get more money than you, you got the same 24 hours in a day that he got. Go do what the fuck you need to do. Other than that, accept your fate, nigga. Accept your fate and settle for broke and settle for being wherever the fuck you is. If a nigga don't want to go get it, and that's including anybody, accept it. If not, then help the nigga grind. If a nigga don't want to help you grind, then I don't know what the fuck to do.
This is my solution. Don't worry about who's hating on you. Win and spread love to the ones that's showing love. I don't hear no other community talk about haters the way we do. We the only ones that care who hate us. Nobody else. You think the Indians give a fuck who hate them? They hear all the jokes. They see the same jokes we see on Dinga. They don't.
They hear everybody talking about do. They don't give a fuck. They get their bread. They know we gonna keep shopping with their ass. They know that for goddamn sure. They know we gonna keep getting hair from them. We gonna keep getting gas from them. Keep getting blunts from them. They know that.
Give a fuck, nigga. They winning. They up and they putting their people on. We the only ones worried about convincing the haters to like us. No, nigga, accept that hate comes with love because that's the law of the universe. Wherever it's love, it's gonna be hate at. All your homies ain't gonna love you. A lot of your homies gonna hate you. Accept it, move on, be smarter. All that trying to keep it real shit, that's gonna get your dumb ass chip like everybody else. So if you want to end up like everybody else, keep trying to be too real for TV. But if you was blessed to make it, act like you was blessed, nigga. Play chess. The viral way.
Everybody know how to play chess. Niggas.
Yeah, that was fire, man. So I just wanted to share these things. I'm going to sign out, giving all praise to the Most High, man. Definitely make sure y'all follow me on all platforms, liking the video. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, powerful stuff on here. Class tonight, around 8 o'clock, if it be the will of the Lord, class tonight. Grla TV for all exclusives, grla.tv, all exclusive debate course on there, all that. So damn, we tapping in. But yeah, all praise y'all. Shalom.